Live from KSAT 12. Good Morning San Antonio starts right now.
A federal judge has blocked the Biden administration's plan to end Title 42. What that means for migrants already waiting at the border. The latest straight ahead.
Let's take a live look out at the Alamo City. 76 degrees to start your weekend. What is the rest of the day? What does the weekend look like? Will we see rain? We're going to check in with Sarah Spivey in just a few moments. But until then, good morning. It is 6 o'clock this Saturday. It is May 21st.
Good morning.
Good morning. You've been here like all week.
Yeah.
Doing the thing.
It happens. But I love being here, Matt.
I see that. You're just out here. All right. So the big question, will we see rain?
You know, it's likely to see rain late tonight, and we're going to have rounds of rain possible in San Antonio through the middle of next week. So today kind of starts an active weather period for us. But here's the thing. During the day today, it's still going to just be hot. All right.
Cool.
Yeah.
Not cool.
The scattered showers and storms won't really arrive until late tonight. So plan for a hot day today. Outside right now, we're dealing with cloudy skies. It's 77 degrees, and visibility is starting to go down a little bit as we see some higher humidity out there, limiting visibility in places, visibility down to 9 miles. But here's the picture this weekend. Today, 100 degrees, likely going to break that record of 98. Tonight, about a 50% chance for scattered showers and storms. And notice how much cooler it'll be tomorrow. Tomorrow, our high temperature will be some 20 degrees cooler than today, a high temperature right near 80 degrees, and we'll have some lingering rain possible on Sunday as well. But again, this is kind of just the start of an active weather pattern where we're going to see rounds of rain through the middle of next week. I've got a look at your futurecast for tonight and a look at the better chances for rain in our future coming up in just a bit. Sarah and Max.
Thank you, Sarah. In your top stories this morning, a man arrested after allegedly exposing himself to local students on a school bus.
Here's the thing. This is not the first time that this individual has been taken into custody for similar charges. RJ Marquez is joining us live with more this morning. Good morning, RJ.
Yeah, good morning, Max and Sarah. So San Antonio police arrested Sergio Calderon yesterday morning after a surveillance operation. The 46-year-old is now facing multiple counts of indecent exposure to a child. So this is how this all kind of happened. Earlier this week, some alert students at Tex Hill Middle School, that's in the Northeast ISD, reported a man was following their bus and exposing himself to them. The investigation shows the incidents happened about 3 days in a row near Bulverde Road and Evans Road on the city's far north side. Calderon was actually videotaped by one of the students, and police said that it helped investigators identify him and take him into custody.
They noticed that whenever their bus got to a certain location, this vehicle would appear and then eventually be up alongside of them.
So police said that these reported sightings of Calderon started around the same time that his probation actually ended for a case of indecent exposure back in 2019. Now, last night, the victim in that case talked to our Patty Santos and said that it actually happened to her twice as she worked at a now closed fast food restaurant off of 1604 and Highway 281. And back to this case real quick, guys. Police say that parents should use this opportunity to remember to talk to their children about reporting things that make them feel uncomfortable and making sure that they're aware of their surroundings. Reporting live, RJ Marquez, KSAT 12 News.
Thank you, RJ. A canine officer in New Braunfels helping to make a huge discovery, and this morning, because of that discovery, a San Antonio man is facing charges. Officers say this canine officer alerted officers to the bags of marijuana in the trunk of a vehicle earlier this week. New Braunfels police releasing the picture of the drugs that were seized. Those drugs that you see in the picture worth an estimated $400,000. And because of the discovery, 37-year-old Andrew Carrillo of San Antonio is now facing charges.
Brother versus brother. More testimony given yesterday in the trial for a 2016 robbery that ended in murder at a bus stop. Eduardo Torres came face to face with his brother, who took a plea deal for the same crime. That brother telling the jury his brother egged him on and was the one that handed him a gun.
He handed it to me here, and that's when all right, I'm basically blaming if I pop him, it's going to be your fault.
Defense attorneys try to discredit his testimony, saying the brother that took the stand was the same man who had been ruled incompetent to stand trial in another case. That father brother also took the stand yesterday, Closing arguments will be later on Monday.
And staying in courts this morning, we now know that 32-year-old Derek Coles is out of court this morning, and he was facing charges of injury to a child causing serious bodily injury, but this morning out of jail, and he was released on bond. Cole's son, Danil, was found unresponsive in the couple's apartment back on February. Now, Coles and 27-year-old Capri Cheatham, they were accused of beating the 12-year-old boy, allegedly forcing him to do push-ups and hold 50-pound boxes for hours. Now, as part of his release, Cole's bond orders him not to have any contact with any minors and not to have any firearms. He also has to wear a GPS monitoring device. Remember, we did tell you about Cheatham, the other alleged suspect in the case. She was released earlier this month after she was not indicted within 90 days of her arrest. Now, that is required by Texas state law. The Bexar County District Attorney's Office telling KSAT those charges could be refiled.
In another case of child abuse, 2 have been indicted in the death of 4-year-old Benjamin Sedvera. The medical examiner says Benjamin died of starvation last summer. His father, Brandon Sedvera, and his stepmother, Miranda Hazardous, were indicted in the case by a grand jury and can face 5 to 99 years of life in prison if convicted.
Now to big news when it comes to the border. Pandemic-related restrictions on migrants seeking asylum on our southern border must continue. This after a Louisiana-based federal judge blocking the Biden administration's plan to end Title 42.
That policy allowing border officials to swiftly return migrants to their home countries from U.S. land borders. Mike Valletto has the latest.
A Trump-era immigration policy has been ordered to stay in place, at least for now. A federal judge blocked a plan to end Title 42, a public health order that allows officials to quickly deport migrants at the border, including those seeking asylum, thwarting the Biden administration's plan to lift the policy on Monday.
We've been planning now since September of last year, planning and preparing and implementing those plans. We're doing so with respect to the volume that we are encountering now. It is at a historic high.
Title 42 was implemented in the early days of the COVID pandemic to address the public health crisis at the U.S.-Mexico border. But last month, the CDC ruled the policy was no longer necessary and it was scheduled to expire on Monday. But Friday, a judge ruled border officials must continue to follow the policy, finding that the Biden administration didn't follow the correct procedures to end it. The ruling comes as Homeland Security gears up for a potential migrant surge.
So we're seeing about a 7-day average of over 7,500 people. So we have not seen a significant decrease in the flows.
Immigration advocates have criticized the policy, saying it's racist and xenophobic. But supporters say they fear crossings could potentially soar even higher if the policy is ever lifted.
We have been seeing lesser numbers, and it's more beneficial to us.
I'm Mike Valerio reporting.
Your morning headlines. Reckitt, the second largest manufacturer of baby formula sold in the U.S., says it has increased its production by 35%. Reckitt is the maker of popular brands such as Enfamil. Officials say they've been scrambling to help address the shortage of infant formula. To meet the demand, Reckitt has given its manufacturing employees unlimited overtime. The British company is crediting the U.S. government with helping secure the necessary ingredients to manufacture more formula. The ramped-up production is happening as European shipments of formula from Nestle are expected to arrive in the U.S. this weekend.
All right, already a busy morning for President Joe Biden. He is in South Korea this weekend. The president meeting with South Korea's newly elected leader. So let's take a look. Here you see Biden arriving at the People's House in Seoul. South Korea's president just taking office a little more than a week ago. The two world leaders said to discuss North Korea and North Korea's increased missile testing, as well as the country's possibly cultivating a willing economic partnership and expanding the country's alliance.
The declining water levels at Lake Mead are decreasing the amount of electricity Nevada's iconic Hoover Dam can produce. A spokeswoman with the Bureau says the water level is dropping about a foot a week because of agricultural demands upstream. And that means Hoover Dam's capacity to produce hydroelectric power is now down about by a third. Hoover Dam sells power to nearly 50 water districts and tribes.
Time now just about 6:10, 76 degrees out.
Well, still ahead, the call for blood donations continues. Details about a blood drive that could have you walking away with some free movie passes.
Plus, COVID cases, they're on the rise again. What the CDC is now urging people to slow down these cases.
It's another muggy one out there, 76 degrees. You know what's also around? The mosquitoes.
Oh, you bet.
They are not playing. You're gonna need your off today, and it's also gonna be another hot one. But Sarah says there's some relief in sight. She'll explain when we come back.
Good morning, welcome back, and happy weekend. All right, it's been hot.
It's been brutal.
We know it's coming to the end of May, but Sarah, it's felt like June, July.
Oh my goodness, it really has. And this month has been very hot. I mean, so far it's been the hottest May we've seen on record, and records go back to the 1880s. But we have an active weather pattern starting tonight that is really going to allow for things to be a lot cooler as we head into the rest of May. I'm showing you right now the potential for rain in the coming days through about Wednesday. And a couple of things really stand out. First of all, tonight, a good chance for scattered showers and storms, and then especially again on Monday night. But even in between that, we've got a chance for some isolated showers and storms tomorrow, scattered rain Monday, scattered rain Tuesday, and scattered rain Wednesday. So what this big picture is that we're going to have rounds of rain possible through Wednesday. Will you get rain every day? Probably not. But by Wednesday, I guarantee that you will have at least seen some kind of rain around San Antonio. So that's something to keep in mind. Right now outside, it is muggy. It is mild. Temperatures are in the 70s, 77 in San Antonio, 74 in New Braunfels, 77 in Pleasanton, 76 in Uvalde, 77 in Del Rio. But watch this. You zoom out across the state of Texas, it's 45 degrees in Amarillo, 53 in Lubbock, 53 up in Oklahoma City. This is where that cold front is, and the cold front is going to be the first initiator of showers and storms through Wednesday for us. So let me take you through the futurecast. Now, today is going to be quiet around San Antonio. It's going to be hot. There's going to be more of the same. But by dinner time, we're going to start to see a broken line of storms develop across the hill country. Until then, though, know that it is going to be hot in San Antonio. Our high temperatures will be near 100 degrees. 99 in Converse, 100 in Port SA, 100 in Castroville, 100 in Sabinal, 99 in New Braunfels, 99 in Seguin, and 100 in Poteet. Let's get back to that rain, though. Across the hill country, that broken line of storms will develop closer to 6, 7 p.m. And then as we head into the evening and overnight hours, it'll start to push south toward the Alamo City. The key word here is broken line of storms. It will not rain everywhere, but if you do get a storm, it could very easily become stronger severe. We'll talk about the severe risk here in a bit, but I want to take you through the futurecast. So this is a look at early tomorrow morning. We could have some lingering rain, but that front is really going to help things cool down quite a bit. Tomorrow morning will be in the low to mid 60s, and there could be some lingering isolated showers and storms throughout the day tomorrow. By lunch, only in the low 70s. And then for the afternoon tomorrow, 79 for the high temperature. That is some welcome change for us from the very high heat we've been seeing. And again, there could be a couple of lingering isolated showers and storms tomorrow, but really you'll just notice how much cooler it is. So back to tonight. Tonight's severe threat, there could be a few scattered severe thunderstorms as that front pushes through. A broken line of storms with gusty winds, even perhaps some large hail up to the size of quarters or slightly greater. When? 8 p.m. to 2 a.m. So if you know that your pets or your kids are a little scared by thunder and lightning, tonight might be one of those nights where you get woken up by some passing lightning and thunder here and there tonight. So on your KSAT 12-hour forecast, again, the day today is going to be fairly quiet, just hot and a lot like the last few days. We'll already be in the 80s by 10 o'clock. We'll have south winds at about 15 miles per hour, 5 to 15 miles per hour. By lunch, it'll be 90 degrees. We'll see mostly sunny skies in the afternoon, topping off at 100. That would beat the record. And again, in the overnight hours tonight, from about 8 p.m. to 2 a.m., that's when we'll have that broken line of storms. And we are not going to be done with the rain after tonight. So even if you don't get any rain tonight, notice that scattered showers and storms are in the forecast through Wednesday, especially Monday night. 60% chance, our best chance for rain in the next several days. And our high temperatures, they go down a lot. Highs will only be in the low to mid 80s, guys. What a welcome change to have some rain in the forecast and cooler temperatures too. More on potential amounts of rainfall coming up in the next half hour.
All right.
Here for it.
Yeah. Thank you, Sarah. Time now, just about 6:19, 76 degrees out.
All right, rolling up your sleeves this weekend could help save a life. The South Texas Blood and Tissue Center, they're holding a blood drive today. We'll tell you all about that.
Plus, 2 of our local leaders testing positive for COVID-19. We're going to explain the situation and a warning from the CDC.
Well, Bexar County's judge and San Antonio's police chief have announced on social media that they've tested positive for COVID-19. Chief William McManus says he has minor symptoms and is resting at home. Bexar County Judge Nelson Wolf said he woke up thinking he had a head cold on the day of his State of the County address. To make sure others were aware, he told his close contacts.
All right, so let's take a broader look at the latest infection numbers. The CDC officials say COVID-related deaths and COVID-related hospitalizations are expected to rise over at least the next 4 weeks. So with a rise in infections in part of the nation, the CDC is urging communities with high COVID community levels to encourage masking up in public indoor settings. Officials also say the White House is now in conversations with the FDA about a possible fourth vaccine dose for people under the age of 50 years old. Time now just about 6:23, 76 degrees out.
Up next, the South Texas Blood and Tissue Center has teamed up with Santikos for 2 blood drives. Those details coming up.
Good morning and welcome back. Bexar County's blood supply is in need of your help. Right now, the county only has enough units for 3 days' supply. So on your screen, there's a QR code. It'll take you right to the website. You can schedule a blood donation with the South Texas Blood and Tissue Center.
Santikos is also offering 2 chances to donate today at their Casablanca and Cibolo locations. The times right there on your screen. Donors would be able to get rewards like a movie ticket, HEB gift card. Hey, that would come in handy right now, and much more.
And you're also saving lives, so there's that too.
There you go.
Time now 6:26, 76 degrees out.
Well, still to come.
All right.
There's so much drama here.
There's so much drama. All right, Texas A&M head coach Jimbo Fisher in San Antonio, and well, still fighting with Nick Saban. We're going to break down the comments. Coach Fisher goes in and he is not holding back. That's next in sports.
All right, in an iconic location on the city's south side, set to be transformed, what officials are now proposing for the Old Mission Drive-In. That's next.
Good morning, welcome back, and happy weekend. It is 6:30 this morning. It is Saturday, and it is May 21st. So, you talked about going outside to the garden yesterday. Did you get bit up?
Oh my gosh, y'all, if you go outside,
hit us with a y'all.
Y'all need some deep woods off. Not even like the one that smells good because it doesn't work.
Didn't know there was
You need like the hardcore deep because the mosquitoes, they're not playing, Sarah Spivey.
They are not playing. I'll also say that the wasps are out too. In fact, on one of our live cams, I think we've got a mama wasp trying to nest. So I called her Wanda the weather wasp because
we saw Wanda yesterday at the 9 a.m.
Yeah, she's out there, but not on this camera. Just some clouds out there right now. And as you can see, there's a little bit of haze on the horizon because the humidity is thick in the air right now. It's 77 degrees, cloudy, southeast winds at 10 miles per hour. Dew points are high. Today, during the day, you're not going to notice much of a difference from what we've been dealing with the past few days. During the day, at least. We'll be at 90 degrees by noon and 100 for the high temperature. That would beat the record. Southeast winds at 5 to 15 miles per hour. But tonight, tonight things are going to start to change for us. There's going to be some scattered storms along a cool front. Yeah, you heard me right. A cool front that's going to make things a lot more pleasant for us as far as temperatures are concerned, and even show us a little bit of hope when it comes to helping out with the drought. So today, near 100, quiet during the day, but storms are possible tonight. Sunday will be much cooler. We're talking 20 degrees cooler with some isolated rain in the forecast. And even if you miss out on the rain tonight and the isolated rain tomorrow, next week does show that there are going to be some rounds of showers and storms through at least Wednesday. So we've got a lot to chat about in the forecast. Stay cool right now, get that DEET, and also make sure to stick around for a while because I'm going to have a look at this and more coming up in a few minutes. Sarah and Max.
Thank you, Sarah. There's a change coming to an iconic location on San Antonio's south side.
So the old Mission Drive-In Theater on Roosevelt Avenue, it is being transformed into something new for people in and around our area. RJ Marquez joining us live in studio. So RJ, what's going on?
Yeah, good morning, guys. Obviously, this theater, a lot of great memories from a lot of people here in San Antonio that have been to that theater, spent a lot of time there with their families, friends, maybe some boyfriends, girlfriends along the way there at that drive-in. But this place is getting a bit of a facelift here. So back in 2016, residents voiced some ideas to transform that property as part of the World Heritage Buffer Zone. And the reason it's in the buffer zone is because it sits near the UNESCO World Heritage Site of Mission San Jose. Well, one of those ideas was to create a World Heritage Center. Well, now we have new renderings that show what that center could possibly look like. This looks really, really cool. So some of the archways you can see right there features birds and native plants that were important to indigenous people in that area. Very popular area there. The center is expected to include space for meetings and exhibits and will complete a walking trail at Mission Branch Library. It will be around 10,000 square feet, so it's going to be a pretty big area. The former Mission Drive-In Theater property was selected as the best location in 2018, but the city didn't announce this location until a virtual World Heritage open house in June of 2020. So we have a lot more of these pictures online at KSAT.com, and construction here is going to take a little while, set to start in the fall and open around the spring of 2024. But I imagine it's going to be a pretty fun day, pretty fun thing that's happening there on the south side. Max and Sarah.
All right, RJ Marquez, thank you so much. Speaking of RJ is going to be at the Book Festival later today. KSAT Community taking place today. So it is the 10th annual San Antonio Book Festival. It is free and it is a family-friendly event at the Downtown Central Library and the Southwest School of Art. It starts at 9 a.m. It goes to 5 p.m. This year, more than 90 local, regional, and national authors are scheduled to attend. So the goal of the program, foster a passion for reading among young children and teens, pairing award-winning authors with underserved, low-income schools here in Bexar County. And that means if you attend, you'll be able to meet and greet with the authors.
It's a pretty cool event. One of those authors is Suzanne Ullman, a local nurse from Southtown. She spoke with our Stefania Jimenez about her book, Shadow Migration.
A 51-year-old man dies in a Phoenix suburb trailer park. As his soul rises from his body, it transforms into a luminous orb and shoots like a star across the western sky.
That's how Shadow Migration starts. Right away, the reader understands it's heavy. Author Suzanne Ullman says that's the point.
If you want to go on this adventure with me, there's going to be a bottom, and let's look at it.
At its core, the book is about finding yourself and exploring your past to do that.
It's my search for my people, my tribe, my lost tribe. I think another human element that all of us can identify with.
That search took Suzanne all over the country, to New York, the Midwest, and finally San Antonio. Suzanne, who was adopted when she was young, shares her quest to find out more about her biological parents, something she admits wasn't easy.
I ended up finding out my biological father died of alcoholism.
Shadow Migration is also about how connected we are to one another. The book references this quote, which is stamped on a sidewalk in Southtown. It says, "We always lived close to a train for some reason." Symbolic, perhaps?
My mother grew up by the Union Pacific Railroad, a block from it. My biological mother grew up a block from the Union Pacific Railroad. Trains are a part of my oral past. And when I bought this house and I stood on the front porch, I didn't see that it said that, but I heard the train. And I just thought, okay, I'm supposed to live here.
As Suzanne opens up about her past, she hopes Shadow Migration helps people heal.
Go on the journey with me through this book and come talk to me about it, because everybody's load should be a little bit lighter, and that was my whole purpose. This is how I've kind of incorporated things that were a struggle, and in so doing lighten my load. And if that can be a gift to a reader, then I've fulfilled my purpose.
Stefania Jimenez, KSAT 12 News.
Well, May is Mental Health Awareness Month. Obviously, mental health has become a much more concentrated issue through this pandemic. That is why tomorrow morning on Leading SA at 8 a.m., a specialist with UT Health San Antonio is going to be joining us live. We're set to talk about mental health in and around our community, the impact we see on our local children, local families, and signs that you should look out for. If you have any questions that you would like to ask the specialist, you can submit them right now. Just head to the Leading SA section of KSAT.com, then join us tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. for all the answers.
Happening today, San Antonio Independent School District is hosting a job fair beginning later this morning. It's happening at the Freeman Coliseum in the Expo Hall C from 8:30 this morning to 12:30 p.m. The district is looking for teachers, counselors, speech pathologists, campus librarians, and much more. Anyone interested in applying needs to register for the fair, and you can find that link on our website. Just search SAISD Job Fair and scroll down the end of the article and you'll find that registration link.
Time now, 6:38, 76 degrees out.
Drama, drama, drama.
Whew. All right, getting a little heated between two of the SEC's top coaches, Coach Fisher, Coach Saban, going one-on-one. Blaming social media, blaming the media for stirring the controversy. They're the ones who said it. We're going to explain later in sports.
But first, a preview of today's Texas Eats episode. David Elder is showing us a local spot that's serving up pizza fresh from a brick oven. That also pork belly there.
Yeah, it does look like pork belly. It looks good, though. All right, taking a live look. Not much
Where's
to look
Wanda?
at right there.
Isn't this Wanda's camera?
So we got to explain that Wanda is
a wasp. Oh, it's not Wanda's camera.
All right, maybe we'll meet Wanda. We're going to explain what all that means after the break. Good morning, welcome back, and a happy Saturday. It is Saturday. That means we have Texas Eats after the news, 10 a.m. David Elder taking us to a Stone Oak Pizzeria. I could go for some pizza right now.
Yep, the eatery is baking up 3 different styles of iconic brick oven pizzas.
Ramen on the menu, and right in front of us you have 2 different kinds. Talk to me about what's going on with this one.
This one, our signature is called the Hokufuku. The broth, we cook it about 27 hours.
I gotta try the pork, I just love that. Cheers. Nice. Oh, wow. All right, going for some of the noodle. Give me some love. Woo! Well, that's delicious.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
You love that?
The ramen out here is so clean, simple, delicious flavors in there. It's the pork, though, that sells the whole thing. A little bit of that saltiness kind of leaches into the broth, so everything has that little bit of pork aroma and flavor. But man, that pork is super tender, just falls apart. I mean, it's marinated for so many hours that you could tell that when you go to take the bite, it's just gonna melt in your mouth.
Well, clearly,
that was not pizza.
Not pizza. Although ramen on pizza would definitely be interesting. No, David Elder going to an assortment of locations, 10 a.m. You're not going to miss it. Hopefully, we can bring you a pizza preview throughout the show. But for now, let's talk about the weather.
I'm sorry, but pizza preview is the best thing in the world, isn't it?
Yeah, I know.
Right?
But hey, you know, we are welcoming a weather change starting tonight, but we have to get through the day first, and the day is going to be hot, and it's humid out there right now. Take a look outside with live cam over the city. You can see the haze on the horizon from the very high humidity out there. It's 77 degrees, dew points in the 70s, visibility down to only 9 miles. We've got southeast winds at about 10 miles per hour. So looking at temperatures elsewhere, 78 in Hondo, 74 in Kerrville, 74 in New Braunfels, 77 in Cotulla, and 75 in Uvalde. But you can see the change coming when you look at the temperatures across the state. It's 45 degrees in Amarillo. It's 53 in Lubbock and 56 in Oklahoma City. Are we going to get that cool? No, we're not. But this is going to allow us to cool down by some 20 degrees or so, which is a welcome change when we've been dealing with the triple-digit heat. It's also going to bring a shot at some scattered showers and storms starting later tonight. So let me take you through the futurecast. As you can see, by 6 o'clock, by dinner time, we start to see some storms popping up across the hill country. But rain won't arrive to San Antonio until potentially after 8 p.m. and it'll be scattered rain. So until then, it's going to be a hot day. Temperatures are going to climb to near 100 degrees. We're cloudy out there right now, but we will see some sunshine. It'll be 99 in Seguin, 99 in New Braunfels, 100 in Poteet, 100 in Castroville, 95 in Bernie, and 95 in Comfort. Temperatures will be some 10 to 15 degrees above the average. Then, as that front approaches from the north later tonight, we're going to see a broken line of storms develop. Broken being the key word there. Not everybody is going to see rain, but if you do see storms, they could become strong or severe. Scattered severe storms are possible with that front as it moves through tonight. A broken line of storms, anywhere you see this pink color, darker pink color with gusty winds and large hail possible if you see a storm. When? 8 p.m. to 2 a.m. That's the time frame for our first round of storms in the future tonight. Then looking ahead to tomorrow in the morning, it's actually going to be cool. Temperatures are going to be in the low 60s and we'll have a few lingering isolated showers and storms out there. 30% chance for rain. Around lunch tomorrow, 72 degrees, 30% chance for rain, and then in the afternoon, only a 20% chance for an isolated shower or storm. 79 degrees for the high temperature tomorrow. We go from 100 today to 79 tomorrow. But again, 100 today. So let me walk you through the KSAT 12-hour forecast for the day today. Cloudy right now out there this morning. Temperatures will be in the 80s this morning. We'll start to see some sun around 10 a.m. South winds at 15 miles per hour. A little bit more sun as we head into the lunch hour. 90 degrees at noon. Again, south winds at 5 to 15 miles per hour. And then in the afternoon, topping off at 100 degrees. Notice that rain chances do go up a little bit in the afternoon for an chance for an isolated shower storm. It really isn't until tonight, 8 p.m. to 2 a.m. that our storm chances pop up to about 50%. And even if you don't get rain tonight, notice that rain chances are in the forecast through Wednesday. A couple of things that stand out to me. The best chance for rain is going to be Monday night into Tuesday morning. But even Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, scattered showers and storms are possible. So will it rain everywhere at all times? No, things are going to be scattered in nature, but it is promising to see continuous chances for rain in our forecast through Wednesday. How much rain could we see? Well, this is a look at the maximum potential rainfall. We'll have rounds of rain possible through Wednesday. 1 to 2 inches of rain around the San Antonio area is likely, and that is welcome rain for us. We could even have pockets of minor flooding in some areas. We'll be keeping an eye on things, but again, nice active weather pattern for us with the heat today, but that'll come to an end starting tonight with that front. That sets us up with a week with scattered showers and storms in the forecast through Wednesday. Our highs will only be in the 80s, Sarah and Max. What a welcome change. And Sarah, I'm hoping your beautiful garden gets some good rain over the next coming days.
I cleared my rain gauge to make sure it records everything.
There you go.
Until Wednesday evening.
Okay.
Time now, 6:48, 76 degrees out.
All right, I love this.
I love that you love this.
I'm
All
just
right.
for the drama.
Not mincing any words. Great headline. Well, there's a controversy brewing. We're going to explain in sports next.
Here you go, Maggie. Taking a look outside with Trans Guide. Not a lot of people out there this morning. If you are up early to run your errands for Saturday, get your Saturday started, stay safe out there.
Good morning, welcome back, and happy Saturday. So if you've been following along, there's a lot of drama between A&M and Alabama, and the Aggies head coach, Jimbo Fisher, arriving in San Antonio, speaking to San Antonio's A&M club for their annual coaches night. So Fisher in the headlines for most of the week, not mincing words following his fiery press conference on Thursday when he addressed directly Alabama head coach Nick Saban's accusations that Texas A&M had bought every player to win the nation's top recruiting class in 2022. It's important to mention that they did beat out Alabama's recruiting class. So what started out to be a routine interview soon turned into anything but. as Fisher brought up this new revelation regarding Saban's accusations, including the new name, image, and likeness rules.
I just researched this. Of the 11 guys we have in placing that came early, one guy has an NIL deal.
Really?
Yes.
Just one?
Just one. So all these stories you're hearing are complete lies.
Well, now,
because
what happened over the last 48 hours?
Nothing, and it never happened before. Because it was written on social media, and it started with the Bro Bible sliced bread deal.
Right.
So everybody believed it. And Nick, all the people obviously believed it. I went and checked with our compliance people because we have nothing to do with it. One guy.
Of the 11?
Yes. Of the early enrollees. Of the early enrollees.
Gotcha. So that said, what is all this dust up about then?
Great point.
I've just got to ask you, were you shocked that this came up? Because you just told me you only had one.
I said that about a while ago. It's like, that's why I made the original one back in February when they said we had $35 million in the thing. That's all false. It was written on social media, so everybody believes it.
All right, so clearly that's Greg Simmons asking Jimbo some questions, and that conversation opened the door for more questions about the chaotic last 48 hours that began on Wednesday night, obviously continuing through this morning. Fisher blaming social media and the media for its part in creating this feud between Jimbo and Nick Saban. As Coach was talking, some of those traveling with him tried to wrap things up, tried to squash the war of words. Take a listen.
Does that change the...
Doesn't change anything. Because I know the truth, and I've always known the truth. That's why.
Then why would he make that accusation?
Have to ask him. Just let me handle it.
Why would he make that accusation, though? If it's
why did you make that accusation?
I didn't make any accusations.
I don't know. You have to ask him.
Has he apologized to you at all?
No, we haven't talked.
Would you accept his public apology?
I said we're not talking.
But he publicly apologized. Do you accept that?
I didn't read it. I don't read social media.
We said it on Sirius XM, but whatever.
I don't listen to radio. I don't listen to that.
It's fantastic. So you can actually hear and watch part one of KSAT's interview with Aggies head football coach Jimbo Fisher tomorrow night on Instant Replay. And great shout out to Greg Simmons asking fantastic questions. I don't read social media well, it's on Sirius XM, but that's fine.
It was just everything about that was great. Yeah. Good job, Craig.
Time now, just about 6:55, 76 degrees out.
Coming up on GMA, severe weather this weekend after a tornado strikes one Michigan town on Friday, killing one person and injuring dozens, damaging homes and power lines. The governor issuing a state of emergency as residents recover from the devastation this morning as Americans across the country prepare for record-breaking temperatures this weekend. Our weather team has the latest. Plus, more on President Biden's high-stakes trip to Asia, meeting with South Korea's newly inaugurated president and reaffirming the strong relationship and unity between South Korea and the U.S. The warning from U.S. officials while the president is in the region and what the president had to say during day 2 of his visit. And with inflation on the rise and Wall Street taking a plunge, how Americans are seeing the effects and what to do about it. We're sharing tips for handling your investments. It's all ahead right here on GMA.
Well, we are going to be hot today. Temperatures are going to climb quickly to 100 degrees after morning clouds here. We really won't see changes until later tonight after sunset. That's when scattered showers and storms are going to develop along a cold front. Some of those storms could be strong or severe. And again, scattered is the key word there. Unfortunately, not everybody's going to see rain tonight, but look at the active weather forecast through Wednesday. The good news is tomorrow temperatures are going to be some 20 degrees cooler than where they'll be at today. So our highs will struggle to get out of the 70s tomorrow with a few isolated showers and storms here and there. Scattered rain is possible Monday through Wednesday. Our highs will only be in the 80s. You know, with this active weather pattern, you're going to want to check in with the forecast every single day. And a great way for you to do that, no matter where you are, is to have the KSAT Weather Authority app. If needed to, we'll go live right to your phone if a severe storm pops up or some flooding issues develop. Max and Sarah.
How needed is this rain?
Very needed. We have exceptional drought out there. This is our worst drought in over 7 years, and so it's good to be able to see some nice rain in the forecast.
Thank you, Sarah. Hey, well, coming up at 8 a.m., our RJ Marquez is going to be live at the San Antonio Book Festival, talking to some authors out there.
All right, we're going to take an hour-long break for Good Morning America. We'll see you back here, 8 a.m.
Live from KSAT 12. Good Morning San Antonio starts right now.
3 people hurt this morning after a car crash on the city's far west side. Details on what deputies say happened and what measures had to be taken to save one woman's life.
It's already at 77 degrees at 8 o'clock this morning. It's going to be another hot one, according to Sarah Spivey, but she says we have some relief in sight.
Good morning. It is 8 o'clock this Saturday, May 21st. Thank you so much for starting your morning with us. So
happy Saturday.
Happy Saturday. You worked yesterday. Usually we come off our respective weekends, but you changed up on me.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
It's all right.
I had to work during the week, Max, and I'm happy to be here, of course, with my weekend team.
Of course.
But Sarah, it's another brutal one, but today should be kind of the last day of those high temps.
Yeah, just one more day to go, Sarah and Max. You know, today we're going to have another day where triple-digit heat is likely, but tonight things shake up in the form of a cold front. So let's take a look outside right now with live cam. It is humid out there. In fact, it's so humid that visibility is lower in many places. It's 77 degrees outside with visibility only at 7 miles at the airport. Perfect visibility is 10 miles. And when you look around the KSAT 12 viewing area, visibility is as low as 3 miles up in New Braunfels, as low as 5 in Bernie at Port SA, 5 at JBSA Randolph as well. And we are still going to see plenty of sunshine this afternoon, and temperatures should warm up to near 100 degrees. That would beat a record of 98. But as I mentioned tonight, a cold front will be moving through, bringing us a broken line of thunderstorms, some of which could be severe. So we've got to talk about that coming up in the forecast too. But look what it does to Sunday. Our high temperature on Sunday, 79 degrees. It'll be cooler with a few lingering storms. And even if you don't get the rain tonight, rain chances stay in the forecast through the middle of next week. I've got to look ahead in just a bit. Sarah and Max.
Thank you, Sarah. New overnight, 3 people were taken to the hospital after a rollover crash on the city's far west side. Here's a look at that scene on Marbach Road near Pew Road. This happened around 12:30 this morning. First responders say a woman had to be cut out of her SUV with the jaws of life. That woman and a second passenger were taken to the hospital with major injuries. The driver was transported with minor injuries. Bexar County deputies are investigating what caused this crash. It's unclear if alcohol was a factor.
A man released on probation early this week for an incident exposure arrest in 2019. He is back in jail for a similar crime.
This time he was allegedly exposing himself to students on a school bus. Teens at Tex Hill Middle School in NEISD reported the man was following their bus and performing lewd acts on himself.
They noticed that whenever their bus got to a certain location, this vehicle would appear and then eventually be up alongside of them.
A Friday morning surveillance operation helped police arrest Sergio Calderon, and the 46-year-old is facing 4 felony counts of indecent exposure to a child. The investigation shows the incidents happened around 3 days in a row, roughly the same time Calderon ended his probation for a 2019 arrest of indecent exposure.
So the victim in that case says it happened twice to her as she worked at a now closed fast food restaurant just off of 1604 and 281. Now that victim telling attorneys she wanted prison time for the suspect because she feared it would happen again.
Because it was his first offense, she said she could only give him the maximum, which was 18 months. But he was going to have to do classes and all sorts of things, but I tried fighting it.
She is strongly encouraging any other person who may have had similar encounters with him to report it to police. Police also say parents should use this time to remember to talk to their children about reporting things that make them feel uncomfortable.
Happening right now, authorities across Texas expanding the search for a Texas inmate who escaped a prison bus. So the Texas Department of Criminal Justice says Gonzalo Lopez escaping in Leon County 9 days ago. Now, this is an area between Dallas and Houston. Some search crews still plan to stay in the county to look at areas outside the original perimeter. There has been a warning being sent out to anyone who may be hiding this 46-year-old inmate. Investigators say anyone hiding them could be putting themselves in danger. Lopez able to escape his restraints on that prison bus, stabbing the driver. A $50,000 reward is now out for his arrest.
Happening right now, the city's Solid Waste Management Department is hosting a household hazardous waste event. This is a chance for you to get rid of any paint, oil, chemicals, pesticides, batteries, and electronics that you have lying around your house. The event is only open to solid waste management customers. Before you can drop off your household waste items, you must present a valid picture ID and a copy of your most recent CPS energy bill. The event started just a few minutes ago at 8 o'clock this morning. You have until noon to drop off any of those waste products. The drop-off location on your screen right now, 2755 Rigsby Road. That's on the east side near South W.W. White Road. You can find more information about this on KSAT.com.
Now, an event we're very passionate about, the San Antonio Book Festival, and it is celebrating its 10th anniversary today.
That's right. Dozens of authors are in San Antonio this morning for the festival, which officially starts around 9:30. That's where we find RJ Marquez with more. Good morning, RJ.
Yeah, good morning, Sarah and Max. So I wanted to ask you guys just a quick question, and I'm going to go ahead and go through everything going on here at the book festival. But just think about this. I want to know what your favorite children's book is. So just kind of think about that as we get set here for the book festival, which, yes, we're just about to get started here. It is all about books here. But if you look behind me, we already have a bunch of vendors out here, Barbacoa Apparel, pretty cool spot there. A lot of different things for you to check out at this festival. I saw a food truck earlier setting up. So we are getting things ready to go here, and we're celebrating today, guys, because this is pretty big. This is back to an in-person event after it was canceled in 2020 and of course held virtually last year due to COVID-19. So this year, more than 90 local, regional, national, and local authors are scheduled to attend the festival, including Julia Glass, Sandra Cisneros, Jerica Brown, and Margot Jefferson. The free event will run from 9 to 5 this evening at the Central Library, which is where we're at, and the Southwest School of Art right here in downtown San Antonio. The library was recently restored to its enchilada red color, so it makes sense to have this awesome event here. Organizers say books are a vital getaway to connecting with the world, and it feels great to be able to come together for this milestone year. So the festival, guys, typically draws in more than 18,000 people for author presentations, panel discussions, book sales, signings, and activities, as we showed you with all those vendors. And this year's festival features several award-winning authors. Texas authors Fernando Flores, Sarah Bird, and Stephen Harrigan will also be in attendance. So a big part of this, guys, is, again, the festival is free and open to all ages. There's going to be an opening ceremony at 9:30. Mayor Ron Nirenberg is going to be part of those opening ceremonies, going to talk to everyone out here as we get set for the book festival. Okay, guys, so I gave you some time to think about it. Let me know, what are your favorite children's books?
A lot, but my go-to, The Little Engine That Could.
That's good.
Pretty much my,
Nice.
life affirmation right there.
Okay, I went with the Magic Treehouse series. Thought it was pretty good. What about you, RJ? What's one of your favorites?
Okay, yeah. Clifford, the OG, Clifford the Big Red
Love
Dog.
it. Okay.
That's my guy
Classic.
right there. So yeah. So guys, so we're going to be here throughout most of the morning, and we're going to be back at 8:30. Talk to a couple of volunteers about setting things up and just their excitement out here for the San Antonio Book Festival.
Awesome. Thank you so much, RJ. See you in a bit.
Time now, 8:08, 77 degrees out.
Well, COVID-19 cases, they're rising across the country again. The latest as we near Memorial Day, and what parents should know about the latest vaccine booster that's available for children.
All right, so it has not been easy for anyone who's really graduated college in the last few years. So in our next half hour, the top mistakes college grads make when looking for their first post-college paycheck.
One more day. That's what Sarah is saying of these brutal triple-digit temps. Relief is on the way that could bring not just cooler temps, but also some much-needed rain. She'll explain when that's going to happen when we come back.
This is a very different world we're about to talk about.
Yeah, okay. So taking you to Colorado now, a group of graduating seniors weren't letting anything stop them from having their big moment on stage, not even Mother Nature. So this is at Red Rocks Amphitheater just outside of Denver yesterday afternoon. A spring snowstorm dumped a couple of inches of snow onto the class of 2022 of Evergreen High School.
All right, so two other schools were also supposed to hold graduation in the Red Rock Outdoor Theater, but
oh my gosh, it's
they
miserable.
moved it inside because of the weather. Families say the start of the ceremony was just cold and drizzly, but by the end of the ceremony, it was a full-on snowfall. Some even saying They couldn't even see their respective graduate because of the thick snow.
Oh, so according to the Denver Arts and Venues, graduation has been moved due to poor weather conditions from Red Rocks to indoor facilities like the Denver Coliseum. So what is worse, having graduation at 1 o'clock in triple-digit heat outside or snowstorm? Which one would you take?
I would maybe go with the snowstorm.
Yeah.
It was
We're
kind
in
of
Texas.
pretty.
We were like, we would take the snowstorm.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the weather, it's all connected. So even though we're not going to see any snow, guys, that same system that brought snow to the Rockies is going to be keeping rain in our forecast, at least the chance for rain through Wednesday. I'll show you the satellite and radar right now, and there you can see that same system that's currently bringing snow to Colorado. So our rain chances here in San Antonio, we're starting an active weather pattern starting really tonight. A couple of things stand out to me here. First of all, tonight, a good chance for scattered showers and storms, and then again, especially on Monday night. But notice that even if you don't get the rain tonight, there is the chance for at least some scattered showers and storms through Wednesday. And it's a very high chance that you'll at least see some rain in your backyard from now through Wednesday. Today, though, the day itself is going to be fairly quiet and hot. Take a look at temperatures out there this morning. 77 in Gonzales, 77 Pleasanton, 77 New Braunfels, 74 in Kerrville, 77 here in San Antonio. But a wider view, and you can really clearly see where the front is. It's 52 in Lubbock and 46 in Amarillo. While it's not going to get that cool here in San Antonio, we are going to see temperatures fall by some 20 degrees for the high temperatures. So instead of 100, we'll be closer to 80 degrees tomorrow. Now, looking at the futurecast, that front is going to start to bring some storms across the hill country as early as dinner time. But notice that it stays quiet in San Antonio. It's going to be hot today. High temperatures will be in the near 100-degree range. 99 New Braunfels and Seguin, 99 in Commerce, 100 San Antonio, 100 in Hondo, 95 in Bernie, and 95 in Comfort. But back to that line of storms, it's going to be a broken line of storms, meaning that not everybody is going to see storms, but some will from about 8 p.m. till about 2 a.m. as that front pushes through San Antonio. And in that time frame, one or two of these storms could become strong or severe. A scattered risk for severe storms later tonight between 8 p.m. and 2 a.m. That broken line of storms could produce gusty winds and even some large hail up to the size of quarters or just slightly greater. So we'll be keeping an eye on that. But again, not everyone will see rain tonight. But if you don't see rain tonight, that's okay because we have rain chances in the forecast through Wednesday. Then behind that front, temperatures are going to fall into the low 60s by the start of the morning tomorrow. We'll have a 30% chance for a few lingering isolated showers and storms pretty much during the first part of the day for your Sunday. By noon, we'll be in the low 70s, and for the afternoon high temperature tomorrow, instead of 100 degrees, 79 for the high temperature. So that cold front, it's a real deal cold front. It's going to make things cooler for us tomorrow, but not today. Today, we got to get through the heat. Looking at your KSAT 12-hour forecast, we'll be seeing clearing skies throughout this morning, 90 by noon, and then in the afternoon, a stray shower or storm is possible, but really the heat is the big story for this afternoon. 100 degrees around 5 p.m. Winds will be from the southeast at 5 to 15 miles per hour, and for the first part of the evening tonight, it'll be quiet and hot with temperatures in the 90s. But by 9 p.m., that's when we'll start to see a broken line of storms pushing through the hill country. Severe weather will be possible, gusty winds and large hail. And then by early tomorrow morning, we'll just have a few lingering isolated showers out there during the morning hours. And again, if you do not get the rain tonight, notice that will be showers and storms in the forecast scattered through Wednesday, and temperatures for everybody are going to be much more palatable. We'll be looking at highs only in the 80s. Coming up in the next half hour, we'll talk about the potential for how much rain we could see around South Central Texas. We'll be back with more news after the break.
Good morning, welcome back, and happy weekend. So if you love American food like gigantic burgers, super loaded nachos, okay, you're going to love this week's episode of Texas Eats.
All right, that episode starts at 10 a.m. where David Elder takes us to a Northside dive bar. Take a look.
You have a huge burger right here. Talk to me about this item.
That's a pound of beef, 3 different kinds of cheeses, bacon, barbecue, and a lot of love.
Now, usually I share, but with something like this, I'm going all in on my own, okay?
That's all you. Good luck with that.
All right. I got to go anaconda on this one, though. I got to unhinge the jaw. Here we go. Give me some love. If you're looking for a big burger, you have to try the 1-pound burger out here at Charlie Brown's. This thing is loaded and it's very tall. All different kinds of cheese on there as well. And then those 2 half-pound patties that are just like super thick. You can tell they're home style. You put that all together, it is a great bite, especially with the bacon and the barbecue sauce.
We've got our chips that we make here in-house. We've got our queso, house-made. Chili, house-made, and then we do our own fajita, we do our own pulled pork, and we do our own steak, which is ribeye, all put together, piled high just for you.
That looks delicious.
Yes.
All right, May is Mental Health Awareness Month. Obviously, mental health becoming more and more concentrated, a bigger issue through this pandemic. That is why tomorrow morning on Leading SA at 8 a.m., a specialist with UT Health San Antonio is joining us live. We're set to talk about mental health in and around our community, the impact we see in our local children, in our local families, and signs that you should look out for. If you have any questions you would like to ask, you can submit them right now. Just head to the Leading SA section of KSAT.com. Join us tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. for all the answers. Time now, 8:22, 77 degrees out.
We'll be right back.
Good morning, welcome back. And hey, we got playoff baseball. Game 2 of the UIL Class 6A third round baseball playoff series. Reagan, Smithson Valley. Well, taking place NEISD Sports Park. Rangers facing elimination. And just like the night before, Smithson Valley taking the lead in the first inning. Let's get to gameplay. Runner on second, Ethan Gonzalez grounds one to the shortstop, but the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag. He can't make the tag, so the runner is safe, and the throw home isn't in time. David scores 1-0 Smithson Valley. Rattlers respond at the top of the third, though. Tegan Peoples drives in Ashton Beard with a single to left. Reagan takes a 2-1 lead on a bases-loaded hit by pitch. They lead 2-1 after 3. The game going into extra innings. So, at last check, it was 3-2 in the 8th. All right. Elsewhere in Class 6A, O'Connor looking to even their best of 3 third-round series against Eagle Pass. Top of the first, Eagles strike first, bases loaded. Ooh, Olivas finds a gap in the right field. 2 runs come to score. Eagle Pass takes a 2-0 lead. The Panthers answer at the bottom of the inning. Bases loaded. Bustamante driving a base hit into center field. That'll play to run. Back-to-back hits tie the game at 2. And then Aaron Olivas breaking it open with a shot down left field. Off the wall, 4-run inning. Panthers force a decisive game 3. They win 5-2. And we were actually just talking about golf earlier. All right. Here's a look at the leaderboard. Hey, congratulations, Tiger Woods, making the cut. But we got some top-tier talent leading the board. Will Zalatoris. Ooh, 9 under. We're going to be keeping our eyes on this matchup throughout the morning, throughout the weekend. Brooks Koepka, one of my guys. He made the cut. So like we're all smiles over here, Sarah. You actually just played in the charity tournament.
It wasn't very good.
Are you ready to take on the tour?
I put my handicap down as 54. So no.
Time now, 8:27, 77 degrees out.
All right, a high school graduation in Louisiana turns into chaos after shots ring out. We'll take you there for the latest on the alleged gunman and how parents and students are recalling that terrifying situation.
But first, checking back in with RJ Marquez live with details on the San Antonio Book Festival. We'll be right back. Good morning, welcome back, and happy weekend. It is 8:30 this morning. It is May 21st. Thank you so much for starting your morning with us.
Happy Saturday.
Happy Saturday. Do you have any big plans for the rest of the day?
I think I was supposed to go to a crawfish boil later.
Okay.
Yeah, that might be fun, right?
I like how you're
Our
like, I
producer
think
Dylan's
I
like,
might.
I'm getting my plans ready in my head.
So, Sarah, is it going to be a good day to be outside?
It's going to be pretty brutal, right?
It's going to be hot today. Oh my gosh. And what time is the crawfish boil?
I think at like 2.
Oh, okay. Well, you won't have to worry
Glad you
about
have it
rain
locked in the
by
calendar.
then.
Yeah, right.
That
I'm
is
real organized.
It's going to be hot, okay? So we're going to have one last day here of triple-digit heat. Tonight, though, a cold front comes to our rescue, even brings us a chance for some showers and storms. Let's take a look outside right now. You can see As we look out across the city, some peaks of sunshine already through these morning clouds. So we've got mostly cloudy skies, 77 degrees. Winds are from the east-southeast at about 10 miles per hour. It is humid this morning with dew points in the 70s. Showing you, though, that these clouds are going to be temporary. We'll see some sunshine this afternoon. It's 77 in Del Rio, 78 in Hondo, 77 in New Braunfels, 75 in Kerrville. A closer view of the metro area, 75 in Converse, 81 at Stinson, and 78 in Hondo. These morning clouds already starting to break up, and we're going to have plenty of sunshine later today, especially after lunch. It'll be 90 at noon and 100 for the high temperature. Southeast winds at 5 to 15. There will be a front moving through tonight, bringing a broken line of storms. So here's what you need to know for this weekend and into next week. Today, near 100, storms are going to be possible tonight, some of which could be strong or severe. We'll talk about that and show you the future cast. Much cooler tomorrow by some 20 degrees, and there could even be some isolated rain. And even if you don't get rain tonight or Sunday, rounds of showers and storms are in the forecast this week. Coming up, we'll talk about all this and more in just a few minutes. Max and Sarah.
Thank you, Sarah. All right, so today is the 10th anniversary of the San Antonio Book Festival. It is happening, I think, 9:30 is when it kicks off?
Yeah, RJ Marquez is live downtown this morning. Hey, volunteers are already setting up for that festival, RJ.
Yeah, Max and Sarah, volunteers have been out here early this morning getting all the booths up. We also have some vendors out here, some food trucks as well. Take a look at some of the book setup that we have here. This is from the Trinity Press, as they Trinity University Press, as they get set for this book festival, which officially starts at 9 a.m. Again, opening ceremonies are going to be at 9:30 with Mayor Ron Nirenberg. But you guys were talking about it, the volunteer part of this. Obviously, there's a lot of work that goes into it. So we're going to bring in one of the volunteers right now, Jeff Van Olden. Jeff, thank you very much for being with us this morning on Good Morning San Antonio. Talk about just being out here and the excitement of having this event back to being in person.
Yeah, last year we were online. It was a little bit difficult, but it's still a good event. We're looking forward to being outside today, so it's going to be awesome.
Yeah, and so you have a very important job. We were talking about it a little bit earlier, since we do expect a good amount of people here. I think they said 18,000 people expected out here. So just talk about what you're doing out here personally and what some of the other volunteers are doing.
Just gearing up to talk to all those people. I'm a floater, and a wayfinder, so if anybody needs help getting around, just find me and I'll get you where you need to go.
Yeah, just find Jeff out here, so you'll be able to spot him out here, the purple shirts. But Jeff, talk a little bit about just your affinity for book reading, your love for it. Obviously, that kind of brings you to an event like this.
Yeah, I've been reading a long time. I'm in law school right now, so we read all the time. So as soon as the semester's over, I start reading for pleasure, so might pick up something here actually before I leave.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you very much, Jeff, for being with us, and continue the great work out here at the San Antonio Book Festival. Again, guys, we're getting things ready to go here. We officially start at 9 a.m. This is going to run till 5 o'clock this evening, and again, it is free and open to people of all ages. So, Sarah, I know you said you have plans, but for anyone out there who's still looking for something to do, come check out the San Antonio Book Festival here at the San Antonio Central Library and the Southwest School of Art. Max and Sarah, back to you guys.
Thank you, RJ. I know a lot of teachers out there love this. It's a free event. Look at all those books. So
absolutely.
Very cool.
Thank you, RJ. All right, now to the latest in the pandemic. Cases have been rising across the country for the last 6 weeks. More than 100,000 new infections being reported each and every day.
ABC's Ellen Lopez is at the CDC headquarters in Atlanta with the concerns over this latest surge.
This morning, nearly half of the U.S. is living in a county with high or medium COVID-19 risk levels. Hospitalizations for those 17 and under now up more than 16% over the past week. This as children across the country roll up their sleeves once again, with boosters green-lighted this weekend for children 5 to 11. And experts say the timing couldn't be better.
With Memorial Day around the corner, being able to top up that immunity for our kids is super important.
Austin Moger telling WIT he was ecstatic to get his.
Because it's like a bubble, and then I already have 2 layers of the bubble. So if I add a booster shot, it's like another layer of the bubble.
His mother, a Hartford nurse, says the possible side effects of an extra dose far outweigh the benefits.
I'd rather have them just, one-day fever from the vaccine than being sick for a very long time.
But not all parents are rushing to boost their children.
As of now, I don't know how much testing was done. I don't want to bring my kid into that risk.
Nationwide, new COVID cases are on the rise. over 101,000 a day. A top official telling ABC News an updated vaccine is expected to roll out in the fall and winter. And with summer around the corner, camps and parents are preparing to make sure kids stay as safe as possible while also having fun.
We're limiting who's allowed in the cabin, so parents will just be driving through and dropping off. We're keeping all of our kiddos outside for our activity spaces, trying to limit the indoor space. So if a kid is exhibiting symptoms of COVID, we bring them to health center and we're able to test them right then, right there.
And due to the rise in COVID cases, the Philadelphia School District is now requiring students and staff to mask up again starting Monday. Elwin Lopez, ABC News, Atlanta.
More cases and more fallout from the pandemic here at home. 407 new COVID-19 cases were confirmed yesterday, along with one new death. 71 people are in the hospital. All these new cases are why a local theater is delaying performances. The Public Theater is postponing its opening of the production She Loves Me. The theater says cast members and members of the creative team tested positive for the virus. It will announce new show dates next week. If you have a ticket for the old show, call the Public Theater box office. That number is 210-733-7258. And Bexar County's judge and San Antonio's police chief have also tested positive for COVID-19. Both announced they tested positive on social media. Chief William McManus says he has minor symptoms and is resting at home. Bexar County Judge Nelson Wolf said he woke up thinking he had a head cold on the day of his State of the County address. He told his close contacts.
None of the latest on Title 42 and the border. It was set to expire on Monday, but a federal judge from Louisiana is keeping the provision in place. That means asylum seekers could be turned away at the southern border using the pandemic and public health as justifications. The Associated Press has reported this practice has been used on about 4 out of every 10 migrants.
Well, in your other morning headlines, a suspect has been identified after a shooting at a high school graduation in Hammond, Louisiana.
4 people injured in the shooting that happened on Thursday. Police say the shooting was actually gang-related, and it all started with an argument as students and family members were leaving the ceremony.
We found her at 8:16. I have a photo on my phone at 8:16, taking a photo with her. As soon as we turned around to take the photo, to turn this way is when we saw gunfire. I didn't feel like it was safe for us to get up, because there was so many people running and we weren't sure if the violence was over. So we just kind of stayed hunkered down, for a moment, and then we ran inside for safety.
Well, that mother says she grabbed her son and his girlfriend and fell to the ground for cover. 3 innocent bystanders were shot. Another one trampled in all the hysteria. According to police, no students were shot or even involved in this confrontation. 3 of the victims have been released from the hospital, and the 4th still hospitalized, however, in stable condition at last check.
The suspect, 20-year-old Trent Thomas, arrested a short time after the shooting. Police believe at least one other person fired their weapon and say there will likely be more arrests in this case. As for Thomas, he faces multiple charges, including 3 counts of attempted second-degree murder.
Well, back here in Texas, a trial is underway in the Houston area for a mother and now former sheriff's deputy, Xochitl Ortiz. She was fired and now sits behind bars accused of using a stun gun on her 3 boys, ages 8, 11, and 12. Prosecutors say the incident happened in early April.
Court records show investigators believe the stun gun belonged to another deputy constable. That deputy also fired but not charged. The children allegedly complained to their father, who then reported the incident. Ortiz remains in jail on a $450,000 bond. Her defense attorney maintains she is innocent.
I'm just notifying everyone that she maintains her innocence. She continues down the path that we're going to fight this case and we won't accept anything, and that I don't feel that anything should or could or will happen.
If Ortiz makes bond, she is not allowed to have any contact with her children, her former husband, and other fired deputies.
Time now 8:41, 78 degrees out.
A twister being blamed for at least 1 death in the northern part of the U.S. The details after the break.
And a note for graduating seniors: mistakes will be made. Still ahead, how you can avoid some of these, avoid that learning curve while trying to make your first paycheck after college. We're going to explain.
Okay, the temperature just keeps on climbing. 78 degrees at 8:41. Not a good day if you want to have a crawfish boil in the afternoon. The heat, according to Sarah Spivey. But hey, we have relief in sight. She'll tell us when those cooler temps will arrive and come back.
Welcome back. At least one person dead, dozens more injured after a tornado touching down in Michigan.
People were seen running for cover as a tornado was on the ground. Video shows utter devastation left behind, buildings ripped apart. The tornado, part of a severe weather system that extended from Michigan to the northeast. Sarah, I mean, it seems like there's kind of extreme weather patterns all across the country. We have snow in Colorado. We have a storm system up there, and here we're dealing with heat, but
it's all tied together.
Okay.
You know, we're in a La Nina weather pattern, and so in the springtime you have a little bit of more active weather, and that's what we're seeing. Snow in the Rockies, some severe weather up in Michigan, and here in San Antonio today we're going to deal with heat. But tonight, a cold front is going to move through, and it's going to shake up our weather for the foreseeable future. Let's go ahead and take a look outside right now with live cam. We're seeing some peaks of sunshine through these clouds this morning. It's mostly cloudy and 77 degrees, and that humidity is very high outside right now. Humidity will come down a little bit later on today, and it's going to be a hot one for us for sure. 79 in New Braunfels, 78 in Hondo, 79 in Pleasanton, it's 76 in Kerrville and in Fredericksburg, but you zoom out and you can see that cold front. 46 degrees in Amarillo. Sorry, we're not going to get that cold, but we are going to be seeing temperatures fall by some 20 degrees because of this cold front, and this cold front is going to spark a broken line of showers and storms later this evening. Take a look at the futurecast here. This is a look at 6 p.m. tonight. A few storms will develop across the hill country, but notice it's going to stay quiet in San Antonio during the day today. So during the day today, just the heat. That's the big weather story during the day today. Will be some 10 to 15 degrees above average. 100 in Devine, 100 in Castroville, 100 at Stinson, 95 in Bulverde, 99 in New Braunfels, 99 in Seguin, 100 in Uvalde, and 100 in Hondo. Let's go back to that broken line of storms. That front is going to move through, so after sunset, that broken line of storms will be pushing into the San Antonio metro area, and by about 5 o'clock in the morning, we could still see some lingering storms from this front as it pushes on down to the south. Now, some of these storms, although it's not going to rain everywhere, if you do get a storm tonight, it could very easily become severe with gusty winds and large hail being the risk. We're under a scattered risk for severe weather later on tonight from 8 p.m. to 2 a.m. So just want to put that on your radar. We're going to be watching this very carefully. Again, scattered, so not everybody is going to see rain, but everybody will see the cooler temperatures tomorrow. We'll be in the 60s early tomorrow morning with some lingering light rain showers and even a rumble of thunder possible during the first part of the day. Around noon, we'll be in the 70s tomorrow, and for the high temperature tomorrow, 79. That's it. We go from 100 today to 79 tomorrow because of that front. And again, even if you don't get the rain tonight, there will be opportunities for rain over the coming days. Today, though, it's going to be dry during the day. We'll be warming up 90 by noon during the first part of the day here and seeing some sun. South winds 5 to 15 miles per hour, so a bit of a breeze, and then 100 degrees for the high temperature. It's after about sunset that we start to see our rain chances tick up. And again, from 8 p.m. to 2 a.m., that's when we could see that broken line of storms moving through San Antonio. Otherwise, it is going to be a hot day for us. And again, even if you don't see the showers and storms tonight, look at the forecast over the coming days. Every day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we've got a chance for scattered showers and storms, especially on Monday night. So when all is said and done through this forecast period, through Wednesday, we will see pockets of 1 to 2 inches of rain around San Antonio. That's a fairly safe bet. There could even be more than that. Pockets of 3+ in spots could lead to some minor flooding issues. As you know, here in San Antonio, it's often all or nothing when it comes to drought and heavier rain events. But the one thing you can be certain about, other than our rain chances ticking up, our temperatures will be going down. Highs will only be in the 80s. And we're going to keep a close eye on things, keep you updated on air, online, on the KSAT Weather Authority app. We can go live right to your phone. The pollen count for you coming up soon. We'll be back with more news after the break.
Well, graduating from college is an exciting and stressful time. We know that, but there's building pressure to land that first job so you can practice the skills you've learned.
So here's the thing. There are some common job searching mistakes that we kind of joke about, but they're important and you need to know about them. So Ursula Perry explains.
You put in the work here and you're ready to get hired here. But landing your first job out of college isn't always easy. One common mistake new grads make, only applying for ideal jobs. Many grads have to start at an entry-level position to gain experience, and you might have to take something outside of your field. One study found only 27% of employees had jobs directly related to their undergraduate degree.
I would really like to be a high school teacher. I want to be in law.
So I hope to be able to work at a PT clinic or at a hospital.
A survey of more than 250 employees revealed inappropriate or ineffective written communication was cited as the most common mistake that grads make. Also, 48% of those surveyed said recent graduates didn't ask enough appropriate questions at job interviews. 47% said the applicants arrived late to their interviews. Experts say you should arrive a little early. Research for the company and ask a minimum of 3 prepared questions. Not networking is another mistake. Only about 50% of available job openings were ever published online, which means you need to network to find them.
And here's another great tip. Applicants that include a referral are 10 times more likely to land that job. And don't forget to follow up. You don't want to be a pest, but you should drop a note in the mail and at least thank the interviewer for their time. Ursula Perry, KSAT 12 News.
Time now just about 8:55, 78 degrees out.
We'll be right back.
Good morning, welcome back. About 8:57. I want to say 78 degrees out, but it keeps popping up.
It'll get up there. All right, in our next half hour, GMSA, we're giving you a glimpse at one of the newest fire stations in San Antonio. That story straight ahead.
A major crash ends with 3 people injured. And this morning, we now know authorities had to use the jaws of life to save a woman's life. We're going to have the latest from authorities.
Title 42 will remain in effect until further notice. That ruling handed down yesterday by a federal judge. What it means for those migrants waiting at the border. We have the details coming up.
And taking a live look out at the Alamo City, 78 now. How hot will it get today? And will we see rain later? We're going to check in with Sarah Spivey in just a few moments. Until then, good morning. It is 9 o'clock this Saturday, May 21st. Thank you so much for starting your morning with us. So, how's the garden looking? We know that you're green thumb.
It could definitely use some rain. I've been doing a lot of midday hand watering because, your flowers, they get real droopy because of the heat. They're not, they do this droop and then you water them and they immediately come back to life. But Sarah, we desperately need this rain that is hopefully on the way soon.
Yeah, we do. And, you're right, guys. It's going to be hot today, but later tonight we do have a chance for rainfall. And even if you don't get storms tonight, there will be rain chances in the forecast through the middle of next week. For now, though, let's take a look at the pollen count. Because we've had a lack of rain and really trees are done pollinating in general, the only allergens out there right now are molds and grass, and they're low. Molds are only at 200, grass is at 10. And looking at temperatures, we're on the rise. It's already 79 in San Antonio, 80 in New Braunfels, 80 in Hondo, 79 in Pleasanton, 78 in Del Rio, 76 in Kerrville. We've got the satellite image here too, and you can see that these morning clouds are starting to break up as well. It's still mostly cloudy, but as we head into the afternoon, we're going to have partly cloudy to mostly sunny skies, and it's going to be a hot one. Temperatures will climb to near 100 degrees. It'll be 100 in Hondo, 100 at Stinson, 95 in Bernie, 96 in Kerrville, 99 in New Braunfels and in Seguin. And so it's going to be hot today. No two ways about it, right? But finally some changes for us because tonight a cold front is going to move through. It's going to bring a broken line of storms with it, some of which could be severe. So we're going to talk about tonight's severe risk as well. But then tomorrow, our high temperature will only be 79. We're going to struggle to get out of the 70s tomorrow, even a few lingering rain showers possible as well. But this is just the start of an active weather pattern, which continues into next week. So I've got to look ahead in just a few moments. Max and Sarah.
Thank you, Sarah. New this morning, 3 people were taken to the hospital after a rollover on the city's far west side. So here's a look at the scene on Marbach Road near Pugh Road. This happened around 12:30 this morning. First responders say a woman had to be cut out of her SUV with the jaws of life. That woman and a second passenger were taken to the hospital with major injuries. The driver was transported with minor injuries. Bexar County deputies are investigating what caused this crash. It's unclear if alcohol was a factor.
Election day for the primary runoff set for Tuesday. Early voting ending just yesterday, but candidates in the highly contested Congressional District 20 race, they're staying the course. Yesterday, Jessica Cisneros meeting with voters here in the Alamo City in hopes of energizing them.
But at the same time, I knew that I was not going to do this alone. And today is a testament that I'm not doing this alone.
So that rally was held at the Second Baptist Church, where there he is, Senator Bernie Sanders making an appearance. Now, Cisneros speaking about her working class background, thanking her supporters for helping in a fight to change leadership in District 20. Cisneros and incumbent Henry Cuellar, they're at odds in their response to abortion and border security.
The incumbent Henry Cuellar is known for leaning more conservative in the Democratic Party and has said that he is able to work across party lines. Cuellar came under fire after the FBI raided his home in Laredo. In April, Cuellar's lawyer said federal authorities informed him that Cuellar is not the target of an investigation.
All right, happening now downtown, local event getting underway to expose and enrich the minds and imaginations of children and teenagers.
Also adults, we love to read too. We're talking about the 10th annual San Antonio Book Festival going on at the Central Public Library. That's where we find RJ Marquez. Good morning, RJ.
Yeah, good morning, Max and Sarah. And we've been out here now for a little bit more than an hour, seeing the vendors set up, seeing people get their book stands set up. And there's just a lot of excitement out here, a lot of buzz as we get set for the 10th anniversary of this amazing festival. As you guys just mentioned, for book lovers of any age, it's free to anyone. So we're going to talk right now with Lily Gonzalez. She is the executive director of the San Antonio Book Festival. Very excited to have her here with us. So Lily, talk to us about just putting this event back on and having people back in person.
Oh my gosh, that's the best part. It's wonderful to be back in person and right on time for the 10th anniversary of the book festival. I think that everybody should come on down. Everything's getting set up. Our opening ceremony kicks off at 9:30. Bring the whole family, since we have activities for the entire family to enjoy.
So for people that may not be familiar with the book festival and just want to maybe come check it out for the first time, what type of events? I know there's going to be signings, different things going on here. So give us kind of a quick overview of what they can expect.
For first timers, what I like to say is that you are going to hear a day of stories. Some of them will be funny, some of them will be thought provoking, but you're going to walk away with stories to share with all the loved ones in your life, because you get to hear writers talk about their books, you get to ask questions, and then you get to meet the writers and get your book signed.
Yeah, and of course the authors being the big part of this event as well. So Lily, just tell us about the excitement about how this event has grown over the years. We know this is now the 10th year, and it seems to just keep getting bigger and bigger. I know we're looking at close to 100 authors here today.
Yeah, so we have over 100 authors in the lineup. Some of them participated virtually, so they won't be here today. They were pre-recorded. But that first year we had 4,000 people show up. And then the last year that we were in person, we had 18,000. So yes, it has been a growing festival, and it's just great to be back in person.
Yeah. All right, Lily Gonzalez, thank you very much for being with us. She is the executive director of the San Antonio Book Festival, doing some great things out here. And we know, I saw you get excited about the Folklorico setup. Yeah.
The opening ceremony is coming.
Yeah, that's right. So opening ceremonies here in just a little bit. Mayor Ron Nirenberg also expected to be out here. Mariachi groups.
Right. Mariachi, Representative Joaquin Castro will be here. Come on down.
Yeah. All right. And again, as Lily mentioned earlier, it is free and open to everyone of all ages. Book lovers, we need you to come down here to the public library. Check out this event, the 10th year of the San Antonio Book Festival. Max and Sarah, back to you guys in the studio.
Thank you, RJ. Now to our morning headlines. One person dead, 23 more injured after a tornado ripped through a Michigan town just yesterday afternoon. So take a look. Here's some of the video. Multiple homes and businesses hit. First responders spread throughout the area. Officials say a lot of people transported to local hospitals, but right now we are still waiting to learn the extent of all their injuries. Well, big news when it comes to the border. Pandemic-related restrictions on migrants seeking asylum in the southern border. Well, those restrictions continue. A Louisiana-based federal judge blocking the Biden administration's plan to end Title 42.
That policy allowing border officials to swiftly return migrants to their home countries from U.S. land borders. Mike Vladio has the latest.
A Trump-era immigration policy has been ordered to stay in place, at least for now. A federal judge blocked a plan to end Title 42, a public health order that allows officials to quickly deport migrants at the border, including those seeking asylum, thwarting the Biden administration's plan to lift the policy on Monday.
We've been planning now since September of last year, planning and preparing and implementing those plans. We're doing so with respect to the volume that we are encountering now. It is at a historic high.
Title 42 was implemented in the early days of the COVID pandemic to address the public health crisis at the U.S.-Mexico border. But last month, the CDC ruled the policy was no longer necessary and it was scheduled to expire on Monday. But Friday, a judge ruled border officials must continue to follow the policy, finding that the Biden administration didn't follow the correct procedures to end it. The ruling comes as Homeland Security gears up for a potential migrant surge.
So we're seeing about a 7-day average of over 7,500 people. So we have not seen a significant decrease in the flows.
Immigration advocates have criticized the policy, saying it's racist and xenophobic. But supporters say they fear crossings could potentially soar even higher if the policy is ever lifted.
We have been seeing lesser numbers, and it's more beneficial to us.
I'm Mike Valerio reporting.
Time now, 9:09, 78 degrees out.
Drama.
Here you go. This was your story of the morning.
I love this story. It just, it's here for the Texas ball drama.
All right, so if you haven't been following, a lot of drama between Jimbo Fisher and Nick Saban, two top-tier head football coaches, and Greg Simmons sitting down with Jimbo Fisher. We're going to tell you what he has to say.
Yeah, you don't want to miss that interview. All right, up next, looking toward the future and being proactive, officials show off the area's newest fire station that will serve the far north side.
Yeah, let's take a quick live look out there. We're going to check in with Sarah Spivey for everything you need to know. Will we see rain? We'll be right back.
Well, the Bear Valverde Volunteer Fire Department hosted a dedication ceremony for its newest state-of-the-art fire station.
All right, so it is a $5 million fire station, and it's going to serve the JW Marriott Resort as well as Morgan's Wonderland areas. That's so cool. I'm glad we were out there.
I mean, the county just keeps expanding and expanding, so it's very important. We cover a lot of fires in that area.
That's true. All right. Well, Sarah Spivey, it is 79 degrees out there.
Yeah, it is. And it's going to be hot this afternoon. We're going to climb up to 100 degrees. But look at what's in our future over the coming days. I'm showing you rain chances here, and a couple of things stand out to me. First of all, there's going to be a chance for rain all the way through Wednesday, at least a chance for rain all the way through Wednesday. That is good news and a significant pattern shift for us. Tonight, a decent chance for some storms, but especially on Monday night. So let's go ahead and talk about what we can expect for the day today and in the coming days as well. Firstly, today is going to be a hot day, and it's going to be quiet for most of the day too. So if you have Saturday plans outdoors, my biggest advice is to make sure to stay hydrated, because temperatures are already in the 80s. It's 80 in New Braunfels, 80 in Pleasanton, 80 in Hondo. We're almost at 80 degrees in San Antonio, 81 in Gonzales, and 78 in Del Rio. We take a wider view here, and you don't need to be a meteorologist to spot the cold front, right? There's a clear difference in temperatures, even from Abilene to Dallas. It's in the 60s in Abilene and the 80s in Dallas. 47, though, in Amarillo. And we're not going to get that cold. We're not going to see temperatures in the 40s, but we are going to see temperatures some 20 degrees cooler than what we've been dealing with in the afternoons. That cold front is going to spark off a few thunderstorms around dinner time across parts of the hill country and up toward Austin. But as I mentioned, here in San Antonio, it'll mainly stay dry and hot for the day. 99 in Converse, 99 in Seguin, 99 in New Braunfels, 100 in Hondo, 100 in Devine, 100 in Floresville, 95 in Bernie, and 95 in Bulverde. Then that broken line of storms is going to push along the cold front towards San Antonio after dinner and into the late evening and overnight hours. And I say here, broken line of storms. Not everyone is going to see a storm tonight, but if you do, the storms could become strong or severe. In fact, we're under a scattered risk for severe weather late tonight from 8 p.m. to 2 a.m. for that broken line of storms, which could produce gusty winds and even some large hail. Again, not guaranteed to see rain tonight, but if you do, some of those storms could be strong or severe. Then everybody guaranteed to see cooler weather tomorrow. So starting off in the morning in the 60s with some lingering isolated showers, perhaps a rumble of thunder. Chance for rain tomorrow is only 30%, but temperatures will be in the 60s and 70s for most of the day, and we're going to struggle to get out of the 70s tomorrow afternoon. Forecast high right near 80 degrees, only a 20% chance for an isolated shower or storm. And again, if you miss out on the rain tonight, there will be more opportunities in the coming days. For now, for your KSAT 12-hour forecast, we're seeing skies clear. We'll be at 90 degrees by noon, and into the afternoon, that's when it's going to be really, really hot. Winds will be from the southeast at 5 to 15. 5 p.m. we'll be at 100 degrees. We would beat a record set back in 1939 if we get to 100 degrees today. And looking ahead to the evening hours, that's when our rain chances are going to pick up, but it really won't be until after 8 p.m. that we'll see our rain chances pick up fairly significantly. 40 to 50% chance for scattered severe storms around San Antonio through about 2 to 3 a.m. Even by 5 a.m. pre-dawn, we could still see some lingering showers and storms as well. 50% tonight. And again, if you don't get rain tonight, look at the rain chances through Wednesday. We're going to have scattered showers and storms Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and especially on Monday night. And as far as rainfall totals go, I'll have a look ahead to that coming up in the next half hour. But 1 to 2 inches of rain across San Antonio is a safe bet by the end of Wednesday. Our highs will only be in the 80s this week, guys. Much better change to the forecast.
Absolutely. Thank you, Sarah.
Thank you, Sarah. 9:17, 79 degrees out.
All right, Jimbo Fisher telling us how he really feels.
I love it. All right, so Greg Simmons sat down with the head coach of Texas A&M football. We're going to talk about the controversy that's been really going on for the last week.
Also, a preview of today's episode of Texas. There's that pizza. Ooh, that looks so good. We'll have that after the break.
I went with high quality pizza, and I try to go with a value priced wine, and that's the concept. Great pizza, great wine.
You can come out here every day. You actually, right behind us, you have a buffet going on too.
We do on Fridays. We used to do it every day before the pandemic. Of course, it went away. Yeah. And we're bringing it back and testing it, and people are loving that it's back. So
and I can
Friday
see a lot
lunch.
of happy customers around here too that are enjoying the buffet as well.
Yeah, Friday lunch.
I want to dig into some of this pizza over here, and look how meaty, saucy. I'm a Chicago deep dish fan.
Are you?
I am.
Okay.
So this is going to be definitely up my alley.
That's good to know.
If you want to go hands on it,
yes,
you can do it.
Yes.
But if you want to use a little fork and knife action, yes, you can do that as well. But I'm going to go hands on it.
I'm a hands guy.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Give us some elbow. Woo!
I'm coming out hot with a hot take.
All right.
Deep dish pizza is the best kind of pizza.
Not bad.
Very good.
Not going to argue on that.
All right. 9:21, 79 degrees out.
Another hot take. Jimbo Fisher giving his hot takes on what he thinks about Nick Saban.
I love it. Jimbo sitting down with Greg Simmons. We're going to have some of that conversation next. Good morning and welcome back. And Sarah Spivey, you want to give us a gig 'em?
Hey, whoop, Giga Maggies.
Perfect. All right. So speaking of Aggies, the head coach, Jimbo Fisher, in San Antonio, speaking to the San Antonio's A&M Club for the annual Coaches Night. So Fisher, if you haven't known, has been in the headlines for most of the week, not mincing words after his fiery press conference when he addressed Alabama head coach Nick Saban's accusations that Texas A&M had, quote unquote, bought every player to win the nation's top recruiting class in 2022. It is important to mention that the Aggies did beat out Alabama for that top spot. Jimbo Fisher did not hold back when he spoke to Greg Simmons.
I just researched this. Of the 11 guys we have in placing that came early, one guy has an NIL deal.
Really?
Yes.
Just one?
Just one. So all these stories you're hearing are complete lies.
Well, now,
because
what happened over the last 48 hours?
Nothing, and it never happened before. because it was written on social media and it started with the Bro Bible sliced bread deal.
Right.
So everybody believed it. And Nick, all the people obviously believed it. I went and checked with our compliance people because we have nothing to do with it. One guy.
Of the 11?
Yes. Of the early enrollees. Of the early enrollees.
Gotcha. So that said, what is all this dust up about then?
Great point.
I've just got to ask you, were you shocked that this came up because you just told me you only had one?
I said that about a while ago. It's like, that's why I made the original one back in February when they said we had $35 million in the thing. That's all false. It was written on social media so everybody believes it.
All right, so seemed to open the door for more questions about the last 48 hours. It began on Wednesday night, continued through last night, and as Coach was talking, some of those who were traveling with him, they tried to wrap up some of the words.
Does that change
Doesn't change anything, because I know the truth and I've always known the truth. That's why.
Then why would he make that accusation?
Have to ask him. Just let me handle it.
Why would he make that accusation though? If it's
why did you make that accusation?
I didn't make any accusations.
I don't know. You have to ask him.
Has he apologized to you at all?
No, we haven't talked.
Would you accept his public apology?
I said we're not talking.
But he publicly apologized. Do you accept that?
I didn't read it. I don't read social media.
We said it on Sirius XM, but whatever.
I don't listen to radio. I don't listen to that.
All right, so you can hear part one of the interview with Jimbo Fisher tomorrow night on Instant Replay. Great job by Greg Simmons.
It's a great interview.
I'm excited for it personally. Time now, 9:27, 79 degrees out.
Still to come, insurance wouldn't pay for medical treatment, so a couple found an alternative treatment to help their son, their story, and why they're sharing their discovery.
Good morning and welcome back. We have some breaking news into the newsroom. A fire at a home on the city's east side.
That's right. It's happening on East Crockett and Mesquite. Just take a look at this. This is live video. Our photographer Kenny's out there. 14 units fighting it defensively. You can see they have their hook and ladder truck fighting it from above. Now, part of the home has completely collapsed. It's not known if the home was abandoned. We're still waiting on that confirmation. But this is a tremendous fire. Phenomenal video out there. The good sign is here, we don't really see a lot of flames at this time. It's just a lot of smoke. So hopefully firefighters can get this contained pretty soon. We haven't got it confirmed also if it's spread to any nearby homes or if anyone else had to be evacuated. Of course, we'll have all this information. Just stay with us on air and online as we get those updates.
All right. But for now, time is just about 9:32, already 80 degrees out.
It's brutal. And this is our last day, Sarah, of this triple-digit heat, correct?
It is, at least for the next 7 days. We're going to get a break here, all because of a cold front, which is going to be moving through later tonight. For now, I wanted to start off by showing you today's pollen count. No major issues out there right now, just molds and grass present, and they're both in low amounts. Outside, we're seeing those morning clouds clear out of here. It's mostly cloudy and 79 degrees, winds from the southeast at about 10 miles per hour, and it's humid right now. In fact, this afternoon, even though humidity is going to come down a little bit, we could have a heat index value during the first part of the day here. 82 in Pleasanton, 82 Cotulla, 80 in Hondo, 78 in Kerrville. Let's take a closer metro view, and you can really see how these morning clouds are starting to clear out. It's 80 in New Braunfels, 79 at Rio Medina, 80 in Hondo, 81 in Devine, and 75 in Bernie. Today's forecast calls for partly cloudy to mostly sunny skies and hot weather, a high temperature of 100 degrees. Southeast winds at 5 to 15 miles per hour. But after sunset, better rain chances around San Antonio. A broken line of storms with a cold front is going to be moving through, and that's going to set things up for the potential for some stronger weather, strong severe storms later tonight. But today, near 100 storms possible tonight. We'll talk about that. Sunday, much cooler. Temperatures will be some 20 degrees cooler in the afternoon tomorrow, and we'll see rounds of showers and storms into next week. So even if you don't get any rain tonight or early tomorrow, next week we'll continue to see rain chances. That and more coming up in a few minutes. Max and Sarah.
They noticed that whenever their bus got to a certain location, this vehicle would appear and then eventually be up alongside of them.
All right, well, Friday morning surveillance operation helped police arrest Sergio Calderon. The 46-year-old is facing 4 felony counts of indecent exposure to a child. The investigation shows the incidents happened roughly about 3 days in a row. Roughly the same time Calderon ended his probation for a 2019 arrest of indecent exposure.
All right, so the victim in that 2019 case says it happened twice to her as she worked at a now closed fast food restaurant just off of 1604 and 281. That victim telling attorneys she wanted prison time for the suspect because she feared it would happen again.
Because it was his first offense, she said she could only give him the maximum, which was 18 months. But he was going to have to do classes and all sorts of things, but I tried fighting it.
Now, this indecent exposure incident happened while he was following a northeast side school bus that had middle school students in it, but they alerted the district, the students did. So she is strongly encouraging any other person who may have had a similar encounter with him to report it to police. Police also say parents should use this time to talk to their children about the importance of reporting things that makes them feel uncomfortable.
Now to the latest on the pandemic, we're seeing cases tick up across the country and across Bexar County. So much so, Bexar County's Judge Nelson Wolf, and San Antonio's police chief announcing on social media they've tested positive for COVID. Now, Chief William McManus says he has minor symptoms. He is resting at home. Bexar County Judge Nelson Wolf said he woke up thinking that he had a cold on the day of the State of the County address. We covered that live. And so to make sure that others at the State of the County were aware of the COVID situation, he told those who were close to him.
More cases and more fallout from the pandemic here at home. 407 new COVID-19 cases were confirmed on Friday, along with 1 new death. 71 people are in the hospital. All these new cases are why a local theater is delaying performances. The Public Theater is postponing its opening of the production She Loves Me. The theater cast says cast members and members of the creative team have tested positive for the virus. It will announce those new show dates next week. So if you have any tickets for the shows that have been canceled, you can call that number on your screen, 210-733-7258.
Happening right now, the 10th annual San Antonio Book Festival.
Not only are you able to flip through some of these amazing books, the event is offering meet and greets with some of the authors that are taking part in this year's festivities. RJ, the event is officially kicked off.
That's right, guys. We're out here at the San Antonio Book Festival, the 10th year of this amazing event out here in downtown San Antonio. And joining me now is Lily Gonzalez. She is the executive director of the Book Festival. Lily, how excited are you about this event being back in person?
Oh my gosh, that's the best part of planning this event. It's wonderful to be back in person. We're celebrating our 10th anniversary, so right on time for that. And as you can see, the Book Festival it's going on, so come on down. It's free and open, and it's a very family-friendly event.
All right, and for people that may not be familiar with the Book Festival, just give us a quick overview of what they can expect out here today.
So we have 60 sessions for you to choose from. Find something that interests you. We have all kinds of topics, something for people of all ages. So what you do is you go into a venue, you hear authors speak about their books. Stories can be funny, they'll be thought-provoking, but they'll all be wonderful. You can ask questions, you can engage, and then you can meet the author and get your book signed.
All right, thank you very much, Lily Gonzalez, for being with us this morning on Good Morning San Antonio. So this event runs through 5 o'clock today, and all you got to do is go to our website for more information and go to their website, check out the lineup of the amazing authors that are going to be out here. Max and Sarah, back to you guys.
Thank you, RJ. May is Mental Health Awareness Month. Now, mental health has really come to the forefront during this pandemic, and that is why tomorrow morning on Leading SA at 8 a.m. we have a specialist with UT Health San Antonio. We're going to be talking about a lot in terms of mental health. We're going to be talking about what it means for our local children and local families, special signs that you should look out for. If you have any questions that you would like to ask, you can submit them right now. Just head to the Leading SA section of KSAT.com, then join us at 8 a.m. for all the answers. Happening today, the city's Solid Waste Management Department hosting a household hazardous waste event. So this is a chance for you to get rid of any excess paint, oils, chemicals, pesticides, batteries, and electronics that you may have just lying around the house. The event is only open to solid waste management customers. Before you can drop off your household waste items, you do have to present a valid picture ID and a copy of the most recent CPS energy bill. The event is at 2755 Rigsby Road. It started at 8 a.m. It goes until noon. It's on the city's east side. It's near South WW Road. If you have any questions, we have all the answers right now. Just head to KSAT.com. Time now, 9:39, 80 degrees out.
We'll be right back, but first let's take a look outside with live cam. Already 80 degrees, but Sarah Spivey says we have some much needed rain on the way, which will bring much cooler temperatures. She'll explain when we come back.
Good morning, welcome back, and happy Saturday. All right, so it's not bad now. It is 80 degrees.
It's gonna get bad though, Sarah.
Yeah, we're gonna be close to 100 degrees today. So let's take a look at the temperatures that we've seen so far this month. We got up to 100 degrees several times this month already, and we're forecasting 100 today. 83 degrees, 8.3 degrees above average. Every single day this month has been above average. Today will likely be above average, but look what's ahead in the forecast. Weather that's cooler than average is forecast through Thursday. And here we've got our front that's across parts of Texas right now in the Panhandle. It's 47 in Amarillo and 54 in Lubbock. Now, while we're not going to get that cold, we are going to see temperatures come down quite a bit. And in fact, tomorrow our high temperatures will struggle to get out of the 70s. But that's not the case. We're already at 79 right now. And looking ahead, this front is going to fire off some hill country storms as early as dinner time. But here in San Antonio, it'll stay dry during the day. We'll be hot, 100 at Port SA, 99 in Converse, 99 in Seguin and New Braunfels, 100 in Nixon, 100 in Devine, 98 in Bandera, 96 in Comfort, and 95 in Bernie. Then again, that broken line of storms is going to try to push into the San Antonio metro area later tonight from about 8 p.m. to 2 a.m. I say broken line of storms, meaning not everybody is going to see storms. But if you do see a storm, it could become strong or severe. There's a scattered risk for severe weather late tonight, again, 8 p.m. to 2 a.m. in the San Antonio area, slightly earlier across the hill country. And that broken line of storms, if you do get a storm, could produce some gusty winds and perhaps even some quarter-sized hail. So we'll be keeping an eye on things tonight. Otherwise, after that front moves through, tomorrow is going to be noticeably cooler. We'll be in the 60s in the morning with just a few lingering isolated showers and perhaps a rumble of thunder. By noon, we'll be in the low 70s and struggling to get out of the 70s for the afternoon high temperature, forecasting right now at about 79 degrees. But today is going to be hot. We have to wait until tomorrow to see the cooler weather. So looking at your KSAT 12-hour forecast, by about noon, we'll be in the 90s. South winds 5 to 15 miles per hour, so a bit of a breeze. Forecasting 100 degrees today. If we hit 100 degrees, that'll break the record of 98 set back all the way in 1939. So it could be another record-breaking day today. And then later tonight, after 8 p.m., that's when that chance for showers and storms is going to start to pick up. And again, from 8 p.m. to 2 a.m., that's the time frame in San Antonio, 50% chance with that broken line of thunderstorms. Even if you miss out on the rain tonight, we've got several opportunities to see showers and storms through the middle of the week. Scattered rain is possible Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, especially on Monday night. Now, with these storms, there's going to be a risk here and there for some severe weather, perhaps even some localized flooding, because when we look at the maximum rainfall potential through about Wednesday, 1 to 2 inches of rain is a safe bet around the San Antonio area, but we could have pockets of more than 3 inches of rain out there when all is said and done by Wednesday. Again, good chance for rain through the start of the week and into the middle portion of the week. Highs will only be in the low to mid 80s, so that would be cooler than seasonably average. So after a month where we've been near triple-digit heat just about every day, it's nice to see a change in the weather pattern. We're going to continue to keep you updated on air, online, and on the KSAT Weather Authority app. Sarah and Max.
Sarah Spivey, thank you so much. We're going back to that breaking news on the east side. We are told there are no reported injuries.
Okay, I know you really can't see what's going on behind this huge plume of smoke, but according to our photographer, Ken Weezer, who is out there, it is a 2-story home that has collapsed. This is happening on East Crockett and Mesquite. That is just south of Houston Street. This is on the east side. They're fighting it defensively. That house looks like at this time, I know half of it had collapsed earlier. It looks like it's almost fully collapsed. They even moved our photographer back because they have 14 units out there and just trying to contain it. We did hear reports on the scanner that it has been contained, but of course that has not been confirmed. We are still waiting to talk to the fire officials out there, which I'm sure is going to take some time as they continue to fight this fire. Now, if you're in the downtown area, you might see some smoke from this fire. Our producer Dylan walked out of the station. We're about a mile away from this location. He said the downtown area is very smoky. We'll keep you updated as we learn these updates. We don't know if anyone was inside the house, if it was an abandoned home, or if anyone was injured. So when we get those updates, we'll bring them to you on air and online.
Time now, 9:48, 80 degrees out.
All right, we're going to take a look outside with the roads. Loop 1604 in Petrenko. Looks like things are pretty smooth out there. I don't know what the TransGuide camera is doing there at 90 and 36, but if you are driving out in the area, please be safe.
All right, still a lot to come on GMSA, helping people with paralysis walk again. How scuba diving is giving people a new hope. We're going to explain.
Let's take a look at these lotto numbers. Pick 3, 3, 6, 4, Fireball 6, Daily 4, 8, 1, 3, 4, Fireball 0.
Cash 5, 3, 18, 26, 31, 35. Here you go. Did you play?
I did. I haven't checked my ticket.
Okay.
I could be a millionaire.
You could be a millionaire. So could other people. Let's take a look at those numbers.
Everyone else.
33, 40, 56, or 59, 60, 69, 22. Mega Player 3. Good luck. We'll be right back.
Well, more than 5.5 million people are living with paralysis in the United States. 25 million suffer from a neurological disorder. 1 in 44 children are diagnosed each year with autism.
So treatments for all three vary drastically. But one common treatment that's actually been shown to help the quality of life is hyperbaric oxygen therapy. But it's expensive and often insurance doesn't cover it. But a couple has found an alternative with results that is they describe been unbelievable. Ursula Perry explains.
My son had a brain tumor when he was 11. When they took it out, it left him paralyzed from the neck down. They said he would be in remedial classes the rest of his life.
In fact, her son David Jr. was told he would never walk again, but his mom and dad were determined to find a way.
It was a need for him to walk again and live life again.
When insurance wouldn't pay for hyperbaric oxygen therapy, they turned to this. Scuba diving mimics the effects of hyperbaric oxygen therapy, which studies have shown reduces inflammation and restores blood flow to the spinal cord.
Couldn't move anything. Where I am now, I walk, I run, I dive.
Within a year, David Jr., still technically paralyzed, was walking. That's when David and Kimberly knew they needed to help others.
I can't stand up without falling over.
Diagnosed with a neurological disorder, Craig Doris hasn't walked in 8 years, but under 12 feet of water, he can walk.
I think coming here is keeping me in touch with the bottom of my feet.
Scuba therapy allows people to increase strength and flexibility in a weightless environment. It's also proven to help people with mental and developmental disorders, like Benjamin, do what he likes most.
Lifting some weights and throwing the watermelon balls.
Benjamin is able to find something underwater that he can't find anywhere else.
Everything slows down for him.
With the autism, it generally lowers anxieties. It helps them focus better, and they sleep better.
With more than 100 diving volunteers, the Scuba Gym has helped thousands of people with special needs. There are locations in Florida, North Carolina, Sydney, Australia, and they hope more to come.
Down there on the bottom, I can stand up, walk around, bend over, pick something up. It's the most euphoric feeling in the world.
There are real results. David and Kim's son, David Jr., was told that he would only make it through remedial classes. Instead, he's graduating this May with a double degree in chemistry and computational mathematics. There are plenty of scuba therapy opportunities in South Texas. One in particular is helping veterans deal with PTSD. Ursula Perry, KSAT 12 News.
That is amazing. I'm so intrigued to find out how they actually figured it out.
I hope one day insurance can cover
yes.
it. It benefits so many people.
Also, computational mathematics.
Good job.
Barely say it. Time now, just about 9:55, 81 degrees out.
Hey folks, I'm Jonathan Cotto. Tomorrow on GMSA, we're going to be taking a look at security forces, the largest job in the Air Force and what their training looks like.
Good morning, I'm RJ Marquez, and we are out at the San Antonio Book Festival celebrating its 10th year anniversary today. More than 90 authors are expected to be at this year's book festival, and there are expected to be 18,000 people back at the festival. And again, this is a big deal because it is back to being in person after being in a virtual event in 2021 and being canceled in 2020. So there are authors here from across the state, and of course some local authors and some national award-winning authors as well. What's even better is that this is free and open to anyone of all ages. So make sure to get out here to downtown San Antonio for the San Antonio Book Festival. It runs through 5 o'clock this evening. Reporting, RJ Marquez, KSAT 12 News.
Just molds and grass out there for the pollen count today. Both are low. Today we're going to be near 100 degrees this afternoon under mostly sunny, partly cloudy skies. Southeast winds at 5 to 15 miles per hour. Tonight, cold front moves through. It's going to bring a broken line of strong storms. Meteorologist Katie Blake will be here to cover that storm possibility tonight. But looking ahead to the week, we have chances for showers and storms in the forecast all the way through Wednesday, especially on Monday night. Guys, we need some rain, and it looks like we are going to see at least a decent chance for showers and storms through Wednesday. Please make sure to have the KSAT Weather Authority app handy. We'll provide you updates.
Thank you, Sarah.
All
right, before we go, we're going to take one more look at that late-breaking news of a fire on the city's east side. It looks like it's been contained, fighting it defensively, 14 units. So if you are in the downtown area, you might see some smoke. It's from this fire. And Max, you were saying that they don't believe anyone was injured.
Right. The fire commander on the scene telling Kenny, our photographer on the scene, that they do not believe that the home was occupied. They do not believe that any injuries are reported at this time.
Again, this is happening on East Crockett in Mesquite. That's about a mile away from our station, just south of Houston Street. So if you're in the area, you see smoke, that is what you're seeing, and then avoid the area if you can to give firefighters the ability to fight this fire.
And obviously we're going to have more details online and on air, but for now, Texas Heat starts.
Right.
Hey, it's David Elder, and today on Texas Eats, we're traveling around the Lone Star State looking for great restaurants you won't want to miss.
Get ready for an iconic pizza joint that's got a little something for everyone.
So these are my three favorites. Probably our biggest seller is, a classic traditional New York pizza.
Plus, we go inside of a restaurant serving up cuisine from all across Europe.
Man, this stuff is just dynamite.
And we're checking out a restaurant serving up authentic Japanese comfort food. All that and more right now on Texas Eats. Our first stop on today's foodie adventure is on the north side of San Antonio.
Now we're here in San Antonio to go inside of a restaurant that's serving up Asian fusion, plus they specialize in Szechuan cuisine. Let's go inside Lee's restaurant. Joining me now is Israel Hernandez. He is part owner and manager out here at the restaurant. Thank you so much for having us. This is like a little bit from every little region across Asia. What is the inspiration behind the menu?
We sort of wanted to feature the best of Asian cuisine. So we don't only do Sichuan, but we do from all over the Asian region. So.
Handmade dumplings. Those just look incredible.
Right now they are pork-filled and also veggie. The veggies are grown in my business partner's mother's backyard, so they're pretty fresh.
People from north of China, we celebrate everything with dumpling. And so like Chinese New Year's, New Year's Eve, even for birthdays. We put like a small corn into the dumpling, and whoever gets those is the luckiest person in the year.
Here, grab one with me here. Oh wow, that's insane. Those are so good. Then you also have the green beans, popular item with Szechuan cuisine. But I see some hot peppers in there as well. Is that like kind of y'all's own take onto the green beans?
That is our own take on the green beans, yes. It gives it color, but also some nice aroma and flavor as well.
Kai and his partner in the kitchen are cooking up some amazing food, and a lot of these recipes are actually Kai's mom's recipes. Other ones, they've been around for hundreds of years, right? Authentic Szechuan cuisine.
We always pick the fresh green bean and we chop the edges, and also we would fry until the water is out and make it dry and crispy. That's a very authentic Sichuan cuisine. So like it's been done like that for hundreds of years.
That is incredible. I mean, slightly spicy, nice and salty, crunchy on the green bean. That's how you want them made.
So this is the ultimate pork belly. It is one of our appetizers and it's our best-selling appetizer.
Oh wow. That's really nice and crispy. Give it some love. Ooh, that's good. This right here in the front, a classic Szechuan dish, right? Which one is this?
That's a crispy, spicy, savory chicken. So it's gonna have a couple of the chilies, like the Sichuan peppercorn, which is kind of like a numbing type of chili. And it's also gonna have some Thai chili in there as well, and the red chilies that you see there.
I love spice, especially for the dry spice that in your mouth the whole time. You have to keep eating, but you feel so like warm.
Spicy, savory, crispy chicken. Oh man, that is so good. Then instantly, you get hit with that little bit of that capsaicin, that little bit of numbing sensation that you get from there. Oh my goodness. Now we go over here, bao buns. Very popular Japanese item. And what is it being served with?
This is the Beijing tenderloin. So we take tenderloin, we cut it in long, thin strips, and then we wok fry it in a Peking sauce that is on the sweet side.
So these are little steam buns, right? Little bao buns.
Yep, bao buns.
And you split them open, load it up.
Like a taco.
Like a taco.
When I come here, I saw taco, and the people love to put anything in there. That's why we choose guabao and open it up yourself and to put whatever you like in there.
Right? Tacos are universal, man. They're all over the place. Oh, wow. Nice and sweet, slightly savory, and then it's just loaded up inside that cloud, that bao bun. That is so good. Udon noodles, very Japanese dish. What's going on here?
Just sort of a classic style, thick udon noodle, Japanese noodle. It's wok fried in a brown sauce that is going to be more, it's savory and more on the sweet side. And we top it off with bonito flakes.
We're doing yaki udon a little bit different with the Japanese way. And those are the perfect food for after you go to a bar and after drinking, and we have like late night Chinese going on right here. So that's the most popular dishes during the late night Chinese.
Lee's offers late night Chinese food, which is something you don't really see here in the Alamo City. So you got to follow them on social media or go to their website, give them a call, find out more about their times when they're available. I tell you what, when it's late night and you want some Chinese food, this is a spot to come to.
So this is also a Sichuan style dish. It's a poached fish. We take the fish and it's in a brown spicy sauce. And underneath you're gonna have sort of like a bed of vegetables, primarily cabbage.
All right, here we go, that's the bite. That's my favorite bite. Wow. Yeah. Everything here rocks. This just blew my mind though.
That's pretty amazing.
The flavor on there is incredible.
The poached spicy fish, every Chinese family or a Chinese people coming here, that's the must-have on the table.
Incredible food. If you want a little bit of everything, you want some Japanese, you want some Korean, Chinese, there's even some Thai dishes on the menu as well. This is such a great spot to come to. Thank you so much for having us, you guys.
You're welcome.
Cheers to you, sir.
Cheers.
And now, like I said, I'm gonna finish all that poached fish right there and get some shrimp.
Now, we're cruising to the newest Japanese comfort food restaurant in SA.
Now we're here on the northwest side of San Antonio to go inside of a new restaurant that's serving up Japanese comfort food. Let's go inside Hokufuku. Joining me now is executive chef and owner out here at the restaurant, Andy Bunto. Thank you so much for having us.
Yeah, thank you for coming.
This is such a fun restaurant. You have so many things on the menu. What is the inspiration behind the name of the restaurant and the food that you're serving?
The name of the restaurant behind is Hokufuku. That means like steaming hot food, and fuku, that means lucky. So we try being like the hot food and the lucky for us here.
Yeah, there you go. And lucky for the people that come in to eat it, right? Now, I want to know what's going on with this dish. This looks over the top. It's so fun. And the presentation, it just looks so colorful.
It's tonkatsu. Yeah, we have like cheese katsu right here. So it's come with like condiments on it. We have like the sesame seed. You just need to green it, mix it with the sauce. You want to try on?
Oh, yeah, I'm going to go for it. Okay,
Yeah.
so hold on. So when you get the dish, you get the sesame seeds.
Yes, just green it and mix the sauce on it. So you get all the flavor come together. Dip it on the sauce.
All right.
All right.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Dink.
How's that?
Oh, really good. All that mozzarella cheese on the inside just pulls apart when you go to eat it. You mixed everything up right there on the board. I've never seen a presentation like this here in San Antonio. It is so fun. That sauce is tangy. It's a little sweet as well. And it tastes almost like, kind of like a gourmet barbecue sauce, right? You also have ramen on the menu.
Yes.
And right in front of us, you have two different kinds. Talk to me about what's going on with this one.
This one, our signature is called the Hokufuku. The broth, we cook it about 27 hours.
I gotta try the pork. I just love that. Cheers. Nice. Oh, wow. All right, going for some of the noodles. Give me some love. Woo! Well, that's delicious.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
You love that?
The ramen out here is so clean, simple, delicious flavors in there. It's the pork, though, that sells the whole thing. A little bit of that saltiness kind of leaches into the broth, so everything has that little bit of pork aroma and flavor. But man, that pork is super tender, just falls apart. I mean, it's marinated for so many hours that you could tell that when you go to take the bite, it's just gonna melt in your mouth.
So it's kind of like tempura style. I mix it with like tempura flour and dip in like 3-step flour.
We already have a sauce mixed right here, so grab a shrimp with me. Some of that tasty sauce that we made earlier. Cheers. That's a universally tasty sauce. You can put that on anything. The shrimp tempura is so tender on the inside, flaky on the outside. It's that same sauce from the pork and the mozzarella, right? So it's a little sweet, little tangy, almost like a gourmet barbecue sauce. Yeah, the sesame seeds on there, the rice and the soup. And if you love seafood, you love shrimp, this is definitely the dish to try. If you're feeling like udon noodles, you also have a couple different dishes with them as well. You have a soup version, but then you have like a stir-fry version,
yes,
right?
Yes, stir-fry one.
And what's in here?
So I got a beef udon right here, some mixed vegetable on it. You have a fried shallot and onion on it.
Ooh, shallots, onions, beef, udon noodles mixed together. Oh man, give me some foot. Bam! The stir-fry beef udon noodle dish is my favorite dish out here. So much flavor, and the ginger on top, it just punches it with that extra bit of acidity on there. It is a really good dish, nicely balanced, and you can tell the meat as well, super tender, marinated. It just falls apart and melts. They know what they're doing out here. You guys have to come out here, Hokufuku. It is delicious. I mean, you can get a little bit of everything if you're feeling like Japanese food, but it's all savory. It's just comfort food. It's goodness. The vibe in here is really cool as well. Plus, you can get sake, you can get beer, you can get desserts that they're making right here in the house. Cheers to you, Andy.
Yeah, cheers.
Cheers to everybody else in here. Great job. This is delicious. I love it.
Coming up later on Texas Eats, we take you inside a popular dive bar in San Antonio serving up big burgers and piled high nachos.
Look at how big those nachos are.
And next on the show, get ready for cuisine from all across Europe in one restaurant.
Man, this stuff is just dynamite.
So don't go anywhere. Texas Eats will be right back.